Welcome to the best live show in the gig economy. I hope you are well. It's Sunday. Appreciate you guys for coming back. May I please get a thumbs up in the chat that you guys could hear me and see me okay before we start the show. I'm sure we can hear it okay, but that's how we start because you never really know. What up, Tom? ET? What up, Gary? What up, Mr. Flex? What up, Scooter Bud? Hello. I see PPP in the house. Let me see. What's up, Abby? Hit the thumbs up in the chat. Just okay. Ooh, Kualaha. Thank you very much. Okay, we have a lot to go over today. I need to give you guys some information. We got a giveaway. I want to talk about the special guests that may pop in, but then also I do have one special guest that is scheduled to show up tonight. So we'll talk about that. We got the giveaway things going on. I want to talk about some videos that I made this week that some of you guys might have seen. I'm sure if you're coming to the Sunday show, you probably are a regular, and I'm sure you've seen them. So I want to talk about, and maybe if you haven't seen them, I want to talk about why those videos came out, why I made those decisions to do what I'm going to be doing for the next, I guess, 6 weeks or so, give or take, and why I'm doing that and share with you guys that. And we're also going to have like an open topic kind of tonight. I got some things I want to share with you guys, some things I want to bring up, but also I want you guys to bring some things to the show. So the StreamYard link will be live and open for you guys. And I plan on having a good night tonight. Holidays are coming up. We're leaving for Virginia in we're leaving in a couple of days to be in Virginia for 4 days for Thanksgiving. So excited about that. Don't love driving. As funny as it is, I drive partly for a living, right? Spend a lot of time in our automobiles, but I don't mind driving, but like I don't look forward to driving 14 hours. Just don't look forward to it, especially with a little one, because you never know what can happen there. So consider hitting the thumbs up on this live stream. If you're coming in, smash the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and you could vibe in the live chat. This is the best live chat in the gig economy, in my opinion. I'm partial, but there's a lot of good information. The conversation goes all over the place. So I do have it on subscribers mode only because sometimes if you're not subscribed, people be coming in here and be doing crazy things when I don't set it as subscriber mode only. So that's why I do that. But if you want to chat and talk, feel free to do that. Subscribe, and you can unsubscribe at the end if it makes you feel any better. I'm all good with that. If you want to be part of the conversation, consider doing that. Now, first thing I'm going to bring up, I'll talk about my week. So this week, the video I made, I talked about self-deactivating myself from DoorDash. That is a true thing. I did my last DoorDash order on Tuesday. I'm going to work Instacart and Uber. I've had, so I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, back-to-back over $200 days with Instacart mostly, and then also Uber, no DoorDash. I made $195 or $155 on DoorDash this week in a couple of days. And the reason I'm taking a break from DoorDash, I'm not going to work DoorDash until at least January 2023. One, I was testing the diamond zone in my market and was making less money and just was like, this is stupid. I'm delivering to clowns. I don't like this. I'm getting bored. I want to try something different. And I haven't done Instacart in a while, and it's shopping, and it's going to be money. The money's going to be there. I kind of figured that, and I was not surprised that I had 2 pretty good days for the amount of time and effort and miles I drove. So I'm going to be doing Uber and Instacart for the rest of November, the rest of December. We'll see where my account stands January 2023. For anybody thinking it's clickbait or Pedro, what are you doing? You did you get deactivated? What's going on? La la la. I just don't want to do DoorDash for a little while. I want to take a little bit of a break. I think that's okay for my mental. Plus, DoorDash is just it's getting boring. The games, the manipulation, the $3 orders is boring. Now, Instacart and Uber have bad orders as well, right? But I'm just to the point where I want to try something different in the ride-alongs, in my everyday when I'm working Monday through Friday. And you get bored when you do DoorDash for this long. You just get bored. Let's call it what it is. That's how I see it. I'm bored. I don't want to do it. And in 2023, we'll see if the market's any better. I'll report on things here and there as they come up, but I'm not going to do DoorDash. And if anybody wants to challenge or question my thing on that, I could gladly show you my account in the beginning of January and see that the last time I did it was this week. So just wanted to clarify that. And then I want to bring up, I had a good week, overall good week. For those of you that follow the personal journey of Pedro Duda Santiago, we had some cast iron that collapsed for our plumbing. We actually had that fixed finally this week. So we have plumbing now, and it was a battle. Lots been going on behind the scenes, but we're all good and ready to go. I have to redo the flooring, some wood flooring that we have, and some other things, and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But it is what it is. So, but DoorDash, I'm not doing DoorDash till January 2023. And if I do DoorDash, if you guys see me out on the streets, I'm going to get to that in a moment because I got some special giveaways for my St. Louis peeps. And I'm picking up a DoorDash order. Feel free to slap me across the face. Call me out on it. And if something happens, if Instacart, I get deactivated. I did have a customer say they didn't get their whole order, which was a scam, but I'm still on. If I feel like I have to, I'll let y'all know. But 99.9%, unless I get deactivated on Uber and Instacart, which is extremely unlikely, knock on some wood, I'm not doing DoorDash for the rest of the year. And you guys will see very similar ride-alongs, but different kind of things because I'm not going to be doing DoorDash. I'm going to challenge myself to do something different. And there's literally a million DoorDash channels. Go watch those if you want just the DoorDash ride-alongs. But at the end of the day, I haven't been giving y'all straight ride-alongs every day for a while anyway. So just wanted to clarify that with you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm humbled that you guys watch. That's what's going on there. So let's give an update. I'm going to get in the live chat in a minute. I want to give some shout outs. I want to give an update. I'm going to pull up a video for you guys real quick. I want to give an update to the Feeding America challenge for the donations of Feeding America, the non-for-profit that I teamed up with via YouTube, the fundraiser app, fundraiser option. We set a $1,000 goal, and we're going to flag videos for the entire month of November. And I haven't even flagged every video I've made. I think right now 9 or 10 videos have been flagged with that to where you see that it's a fundraiser and you can click and donate. We've smashed our goal already. I think we're at 1,069 when I looked yesterday, and we reached that goal in 15 days. Thank you, everybody that has donated. Thank you, everybody that has watched the video and considered it or thought it was a good idea, but maybe you couldn't. My thing was, let's just each donate $1. We've smashed that goal. I'm sure we'll continue to raise more. I'm going to continue. I have to put in the $50 from Frank that he gave last week. And then I'll have to put in the other 50 I said I would give if we reached the 1,000. So really we're at 1,169 right now, maybe even more. It's amazing that we did it, and the month still has many days to go. So thank you, everybody. I want to show you guys what I mean by that. I'm going to pull it up right now if I can share my screen. There's a video, and if anybody feels it's in their heart, if you haven't donated yet, there's a video. I'm going to pull it up right now if I can. Give me a second. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Okay, there it is. That's the video. You see how it says fundraiser. Hold on, let me pull it up. Oh, no. Okay, there you go. Fundraiser. If you guys can see that right there, let me see if I can't show that big screen. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay, 1,089. Hold on, let me see. Oh, 1,069. So you guys could track what we've raised on that particular video and a few others that I have flagged. I hope you guys can see that. 1,069. Humbling amount. Appreciate y'all very, very, very much for anybody that has donated. And I just want to show you guys the update on that. So let me go ahead and remove that. Okay, cool. All right. I think we're good. Appreciate you guys. Delivery Rick, Mr. J, Dub G, Kathy, Tom, Daphne, Jimmy Hayes, Kalo. Appreciate you guys for being in. Hit the thumbs up on the way in. So that's the update on the fundraiser for Feeding America. I do know. So there was another content creator, More Finance, that picked the same exact fundraiser 3 days after I announced mine. Don't think it's a coincidence. I think they've raised $50. Happy that he's raised any amount of money because that money does go to Feeding America. We, as content creators, do not have control of that 1,069 that you saw. I don't see any of that. It goes right. YouTube facilitates that to Feeding America. So I just wanted to make that clear. And, that money goes to them. We don't see that. But go help More Finance out. He's struggling with his fundraiser. He's raised $50. I think we all know why he's struggling, but it's going to the cause. So even the 50 that he's raised, that's awesome because if you put his total with my total, We can merge them. They're getting that money. It's all good. So shout out to my boy Blake Moore from Moore Finance. I think that's the channel name. He's raised $50 in 3 less days than we have. It shows you the power of this channel. It shows you when you do things with good intention, what can happen. And when you do things with bad intention, what will happen. It's a case study live on YouTube. Okay. So go show him some love and support. Don't. If you donate to his or you donate to mine, the money goes to the same place. So it doesn't matter. That's a fact. Okay. So, all right. We got that donation. What up, D? What up, Hector? More financial is a scammer. Jacob, I don't know if he is. I think scammer is a wrong word. If I'm being honest, I honestly think that's a wrong word for him. I tried to have him on the show. He respectfully declined. He thought about it, then declined. I don't think that's the right word. I think pride gets in the way for some people, and I'm a very prideful man, so I can come from a space of relatability. So Blake, if you're seeing this, if somebody wants to send this to him, young man, you'll be fine. You'll learn from this. And I don't think it's a scammer necessarily. I think the intent, though, behind the message is bad. But I don't think he's a scammer. That's me being 100% honest with you guys. So, but everybody's entitled to an opinion. So that's all good as well. So let's go ahead. So we got the Feed America stuff. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. I thought $1,000. I was like, man, can we do that? And we did that. And we did it in basically half the amount of time. So it's really, really cool. So shout out to Feeding America. Now, we talked about why no more DoorDash. I talked about that already. I'm not doing DoorDash till January 2023. And I gave you guys my reasons for that. I'm not deactivated. I don't hate the app. I'm just trying to do Instacart because I know in my market, Instacart and Uber, I'm going to make more money with those two apps. And my acceptance rate's high. Technically, I'll end my month with my stats and I'll have top dasher status for December because I'm not doing any more. I'm at 97% completion. I'm at 71% acceptance rate. And my rating is a 4.92. So I should get an email saying I'm a top dasher. I don't care. Top dasher is a scam. Diamond program is a scam. Anybody that thinks differently is an unintelligent human being and they're doing things for personal gain. If you need to be top dasher because you need to dash now, I understand that and respect it. I've tried the diamond program in my market for 7.5 weeks. I was making less money. That doesn't mean it's going to be bad for everybody, but I'm not going to continue to make less money to show you guys content just to prove a point. It's childish. So I'm taking a pause, taking a break. I'm going to make my money with Instacart and Uber. Poppy's got bills to pay. Christmas time's coming. We got the little one. I ain't playing these games on YouTube and with DoorDash anymore. So they're on pause. All right. So the other thing I wanted to mention, I'm going to bring this up. The StreamYard link will be open. Appreciate all y'all for being here. We do have a special guest slated for 10:30 Central. So in about basically an hour and we'll call it 17 minutes, we'll have somebody come on. Some of you guys will know who this person is. I think some of you guys will not know who this person is, but we're going to have a conversation about DoorDash and we're going to talk a little bit. It'll be a fun conversation. So if you want, just know that that's going to be a good time. So come back for that. If you have to come in and out, come back for 10:30 is for sure. That's going to be interesting. So I want to give a quick shout out to Solo. Let me see if I can't put this up here real quick for you guys. There it is on the top right. Where is it? Right there. I'm always bad at pointing. Hold on. How do we do this? There it is right there. Okay. So I teamed up with Solo as a lot of other gig content creators have been doing. There's an app. Check out the videos and community posts if you want to sign up. But I have some exclusive giveaways that I haven't seen anybody else do that's teamed up with Solo. So shout out to Nina. Shout out to Bryce. Appreciate you guys for teaming up with me because I like to give giveaways. We know that we do that here. We do that. We've given away literally, I don't know, probably over $1,000, maybe close to 2,000 in the last 2 years. I'm sure of it on this channel. So these are the giveaways we have. The first one is going to be 2 separate giveaways. So if you sign up with the for the Solo app with the affiliate link, which are in many of my videos, you're going to get a swag bag. I got 2 of these. There's swag in here, which I won't show you. But the main thing is, I guess, this $50 gift card. I got 2 of these that 2 people are going to get. Nina from Solo will let me know who is signed up. And we'll announce the winners next Sunday is the plan right now. I'll mail those out. There's swag in there and a $50 card. I also have 3 bags that I will be handing out personally as I do my gig work in the next couple of weeks as I see people. In these bags is swag, but also what's in here. So these are from my St. Louis peeps because I run into people every day. $25 gift cards. I got three bags like this that I'll be handing out, and I'll be doing some content and filming as I do it. It'll be part of that daily video, that content that we do. So really excited about the basically $175 of gas we're giving away with Solo. And then tonight we're also going to be giving away $50 live tonight from me to you. That's the show tonight. Open topic. StreamYard will be open. Guest at 10:30. We might have somebody else pop in. I've been in contact with another content creator, big channel. They commented on a video of mine this week. I reached back out. We've been talking. Says he wants to come on the show. He says he's game. We're trying to set up the date. That's going to come. I think you guys will. That'll be the interview to end all interviews. And I know some people will be super jelly that I got that, but it's coming. Probably not tonight because he didn't get back to me, but he says he is interested. You guys can guess who you think that person is in the comments. I'm not going to reveal that yet until that is 100% finalized. I'm just giving y'all a little bit of a teaser because why not? It's entertainment. Okay. It's YouTube. So there we go. Southern Gig says, so are you going to change your name since no more DoorDash? Well, I'm only not doing DoorDash till January of 2023. It's only another 6 weeks, Bobby. So I will not change my name, but eventually the channel name will be changed at some point. Let me see if anybody has. So I got a Bentley guess. I got, somebody says Bentley, Nugs. Some good guesses there. What up, Tony, the driven dad? What up? Rodney, what up? Some good guesses there. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this banner up for you guys because I think we're going to, we might as well do, should we do the $50 giveaway now from me to you? So I'm going to pull up the video from 2 days ago and put out a comment. And I think I guess we should just do that now. And then we can open the StreamYard up. What do you guys think? So let's see. Jimmy says, I'm trying to do Gig Coach Jake. No, good guesses though. Keep guessing, y'all. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. I know Robert Reese, definitely. I'll just say this, definitely not Robert Reese. He's been on the show before. That would not be a surprise to anybody. I'm guessing Welty. No, that's not. Oh, what's up, man? That's you. Hold up. What's up, man? How you doing? No, but would love to have you on the show. Hit me up, man. Nova Dasher, what up? Nova's been on here and up. No. Welty, what's up? What up, Dash from Trader? What up? All right, so I think we should do Right Along with Bree. No, I haven't. Never communicated with Right Along with Bree. Good guesses. Sin City's cousin brother, definitely not. Good guesses. Bree. Bree would be funny to have on the show. That would be great. But I don't know if she'd be interested. I don't think some creators don't really collab in that way. But that would be fun. It's not more. I reached out to him. If he wants to come on, his invitation is always open. Yeah, his invitation's open. But at this point, I'm kind of where I think we're all kind of over what happened, and it's kind of old news. I'm gonna let the man just do what he wants. But yeah. John McKillian says it's Bentley Coupe. Ern says Hannibal. Well, Hannibal is on my show often. We have a show together. So it's definitely not Hannibal, but Hannibal's welcome anytime. Like Hannibal can come on right now if he wants. He's the one guy that Hannibal has free reign to come on the show whenever he wants. He actually has the StreamYard account. So Hannibal could pop in right now and like I could literally do nothing about it. So he's the one guy that's always welcome on the show. So Kanye, listen, if I got Kanye on the show, that would be crazy. Okay, so all right. I think we should do the $50 now, and then I'm gonna open up the StreamYard to you guys. I'll put it in the chat in a moment, and then we'll vibe out. We'll see what topics you guys have going on. If you guys got questions, a topic you want to talk about, something interesting that happened. What are you thinking about? I will say this: what are you thinking about this holiday season coming up? In the video I made yesterday, I believe I did have the Instacart customer say they reported the whole order stolen or not delivered. And it was a scam. I delivered every order. It was a complete scam. And I think it was a customer that I did a shopping order for 5 and below. It was either that one or the Michaels one, but I'm pretty sure it was a 5 and below. That's the only one I didn't take a picture of because a young girl came down. Her dad said, "Oh, my daughter's coming down." The girl I handed the package to, it was a charger and a 10-pack of socks. Okay. It was probably 10 years old. I wasn't going to take a picture of a 10-year-old, just wasn't. But I didn't think too much of it. I think it was them. I think we're going to have our miserable clown customers, and I put those customers in that bracket. Okay. I think those ones are going to try to be even worse to us during the holiday season because they're going to take advantage of situations. They're already miserable, so they're going to be more stressed. And I think the customers that are nice to us and tip well and appreciative and good instructions and say thank you and appreciate what we do and show us in certain ways, I think they'll actually be even better to us when it comes to tips and gratefulness and things like that. So I think it's going to be a little bit of both. We're going to have to be careful out there during the holiday season. Plus, it's getting cold and snowy, and it's going to get all that. So we can talk about that tonight as well, what you guys think. Good guesses about who will be coming out. I mean, this is going to happen based on a correspondence I've had, but just have to make sure it's a good match. And I think you guys will get a lot of entertainment from that. So let's do this giveaway. So I think what I'm going to do is, what up, ET? Mushimu, not Mushimu. I think has Mushimu. We collabed on a video together year and a half, probably over a year ago, a little over a year ago, year and a half maybe. So Mushi's a fan. I'm a fan. Mushi's cool. I love his energy, but it's not Mushimu. All right, so Mr. Flex, no, definitely not. Mr. Flex was on last week. Not Sarah Elizabeth. Good guesses, though. Good guesses. I will say this: the person that you guys have guessed, the person that listen, I'm just gonna shut up. Y'all know me. Hit the thumbs up. Pete from Paid to Drive. Definitely not. You want to hear a funny story about Pete? Some of you guys will know this. Most of you will not. When I first started with YouTube, right? Pete reached out to me and he asked if I wanted to make videos for his channel. And at that point, I had like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 subscribers, something like that. I was up and coming, I was hustling, I was working hard. He respected what I was doing, right? And at that point, I think he had like, 30,000 or something like that. I don't know. I was like, oh man, I didn't know any better. I was like, when you're starting out, you look at the guys that have the big numbers and you think that those are the channels that are really good. Subscriber count doesn't mean you have good or bad content. Let me say that right now. Subscriber count doesn't mean you have good or bad content. It just does not. That's been proven, right, on YouTube. Some of the better videos and better channels have lower subscribers, and some of the good channels have a lot of subscribers and they make trash, right? But I actually made 3 videos or so maybe for his channel. And it's me talking about a topic and he put it on his channel. And at that point I was like, I'm trying to grow my channel. I was honored, humbled, whatever. I'm collabing with people. But so that's a funny little story for you guys about the origins of the channel. And I'm like what I call myself like an octopus, man. My tentacles and things go all over on YouTube. I've collaborated with a lot of people. I have connections with people. And you learn who you want to collab with and you learn who you don't want to collab with and you make connections. And I'm all for that. I try to help some of the other channels coming up. Those people know who they are. No need to say who they are. And because I remember when people came to me and said, hey, man, I could, so I try to pay it forward when I can. So, okay, let me go ahead and let's do this giveaway, guys. I've been rambling. I want to connect with you guys, bring some people in. Let's do this giveaway. So this is a giveaway we're going to do. Y'all know how we do the giveaways here. I have Venmo, I have PayPal, I have Cash App. And we do it live. Okay. So if the person's name, that the comment that I pick, if they're here tonight, boom, we'll do it tonight. If not, I'll have to collaborate with them on a different time. So let's go ahead. We're going to pick a comment. Let me pull up that video if I can. Let me see. I'm trying to learn how to do this technology a little bit better here. Let's see here. Let me see. I don't want to do that one. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to pull it up on my phone, actually, because you guys will be able to see it, and that'll be a little better. Okay. So let's do it like that. What up, Hakeem? What up, Sunshine? What up, Love? Pinstar, Jose. What up, Matt? What up? Sal Gigman. I think I saw Bud Soda, Dashing Grandpa, Delivering with Ellen, Glenn Shipley. Hello. Saul Gigman. Nova Dasher. Big win today, man. Big win. D, Shannon, Pitstar, Scott, Gene. Hello. What up, Goose? What up, Jody? What up? And I hope everybody has gotten their swag bag that I sent out last week. I've gotten a few emails and one text saying you did get your bag. If you haven't yet, what up, Real Talk with Roy? If you haven't yet, then you should get it probably tomorrow, I would say is the last day. Edith, what up? D, what up? Jonathan, what up? Lazarus, what up? All right, so let's go ahead and pull up this video. And I'm going to pick a comment right now. And we're going to give away $50. And if I'm feeling crazy, I might give out another 50 later on in the live chat. We'll see how we'll see how my vibes are. Okay. We'll see how it goes here. All right. What up, Life with Richard? What up? All right. So let me go ahead and back out of here. Let me go to that video. I believe it was the video. Okay, hold on. It was this one. Instacart and Uber making 200 plus a day with no DoorDash. That was the video. So I'm going to click on that and we're going to pick a comment. Now, in the video, I did say comment that you want a gas card or swag bag, or so we're going to pick a comment until we get to a comment that's like that. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody's commenting about something else, that comment won't count. It's got to be a comment saying they want a bag or they want a gift card or enter me in. Once we get to one of those, that's what we're going to do. So let me just verify I'm on the right video. Let's see. Oh, man. Wow, there's a lot of how many comments we got on this? 210. All right, let me see here. I want to make sure I'm on the actual video. Sunday. Okay, yeah, okay. This is the video. So let's go ahead. I'll show you guys a video making 200, blah, blah, blah. And yes, I thumbs up my own videos. I know that's petty probably, but I give a thumbs up to my video. I mean, I don't know if you guys do that. I thumbs up my own videos. That's probably lame. I'm probably gonna get some hate for that. I don't care. I thumbs up my own videos. It is what it is. Thanks for the 295 thumbs up. I guess one came from me. It is what it is. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to scroll through and we're going to pick a comment. Okay. And we're going to land on a comment until we get. Yeah, you definitely thumbs up your own videos, right? Yeah, right. Not lame. Okay. Well, I don't know. Some people, there's people out there that be hating. So, all right, I'm going to scroll until I pick one that is a comment that is a giveaway related video comment. I can't see. Okay, this one says this gas giveaway would be great. Ooh, okay, here we go. First one. Mr. J. I'm going to comment on his comment. Mr. J, if you're here right now, I'm going to ask you to come in, but if you're here, let me know. You guys help me find them. The comment reads, this gas giveaway would be great right now in my market. Our gas is in range between, he left this just 3 hours ago, 310 and 350 per gallon at certain stations. Thanks again, Pedro. So let me go ahead and heart this. You guys see that in real time. Mr. J. And I'm going to say congratulations. Awesome. Congratulations. Boom. You are the winner. You are the winner. Let me see if they just left this actually 3 hours ago. So maybe they're, we are live now. If you want to, oh my God, I have the spell check off and if you want to claim your $50 live. Boom. Okay, so if he can't come, there's my comment. Then I'll check the comment again tomorrow and we'll figure that out. So there we go, Mr. J. Congratulations, Mr. J. There's the comment. Congratulations. Boom. Verifiable, baby. All right. So appreciate everybody that commented. I like to do giveaways when I can. I'll probably plan on doing kind of a big one for Christmas in a month or so. So stay tuned for that. I haven't decided how or what. I want to do like a unique one. And I want to do it live. I will do it live, but I haven't decided yet. So stay on the lookout for that. Okay. So I talked to Tex. Yeah. Pedro stay selected. What up? What up? Congrats, Mr. J. Yes, Mr. J. So let me put this right here if he's watching. Congrats, Mr. J, wherever you are. Yes, Daphne. Shout out to Mr. J. Okay. So let's put the StreamYard in. Let's see who wants to come in. If anybody's ever wanted to join the show live and have your face on YouTube for a few hundred people to see, don't be shy. The water feels good. I don't bite. Nobody bites. Come on in. And we will have our special guest in 1 hour. Okay. So let me go ahead and put in that link right now for you guys. Rideshare Professor. No, not Rideshare Professor. Pedro has a very special guest. Yes, Jonathan K. I feel like you run in that crew of people that would know who that is. Is my assumption right? Okay. 539. That's crazy for gas. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and put in the link for you guys real quick. And we're going to get this live stream crack-a-lackin'. StreamYard app. Let's see. And next week, what happened here? Hold on. That's not right. Okay. Next week, we will be live, and that's when we will announce the winners for the two $50 swag bags from Solo with each box, I guess I could say, has a $50 gas card in as well. So just be on the lookout. Giveaways coming, brought to you by myself and Solo. Exclusive giveaways. You can't find these type of things anywhere else. Appreciate all of y'all. All right. So let's go ahead and copy this link. and let's put it in the chat. And I'm going to pin the link at the top. So, because I know the chat goes real quick. So let's go and let's do that. Now, I do have to say this. Let me see if I can pin it. There we go. So this will be at the top. There you go. It's pinned. Go ahead and come on in. There are a few people I know names and I know voices that if you don't want to show your face, that's okay. The person that's going to be the special guest tonight isn't ready to show their face yet. So, but I'm going to bring them in and know that they're not going to act a fool, right? But if I don't know you and you don't show your face, I don't bring you into StreamYard. That's just how we got to rock on this channel now. We had somebody try to come in and sabotage my channel, but listen, weak people get weak results. So if you're weak-minded, you can't bring that energy over here because you're not. I'm Teflon Don. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna get to me. Okay. But I just have to say that disclaimer. If you can't show your face and I don't know who you are, you can't come on to StreamYard because that's how we gotta do it here. Okay. We do have children watching. All right. So I see one person, two persons. What up, y'all? Let me pour myself my little cocktail and we're gonna get this show on the road. Where are we already? 31 minutes in. I've already rambled for 31 minutes. Wow. Your boy likes to talk, doesn't he? All right. All right. So I'm gonna say reading the chat a little bit. Oh, do you guys know Welty? This channel right here. Let me put it up. Let me put him up. He's in the chat. Where's he at? I put him up. Here he is, right here. Okay. Go check him out. If Pedro ever has me on, I'm giving away $50 to somebody. Ooh, nice. Ooh, we'll collab. We'll figure something out before the end of the year, Welty. So go check his channel out. He dropped a really funny, entertaining, pretty good music video. And he also talks about DoorDash and gig economy, but in other things. His channel is very different than mine. He's much younger than me, but he's got good energy. He's entertaining. He's going to make you laugh. He's going to make you think a little bit. Cool guy. I would say his channel, and I know he'll take this as a compliment, is going to be a little more similar to Nugs than mine, like way more similar to Nugs, but still different than his. So go check him out if you like that kind of content. It's definitely a good watch. Let's get him to 1K subs. I think he's coming up on 500. He's definitely putting that work in, and it's entertaining. And YouTube is entertainment, guys. We've talked about this, right? There's enough channels like mine and others that just blah, 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 rant and rave and opinions and take too serious and blah, 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 blah. We need that. But we also need the other. We need some entertainment. We need to laugh a little bit when we're out doing our gig work. Go check them out. Okay, so we see, I got Lisa, I see Kathy, I see Tina, and I see Bud Soda. Cool. I'm going to bring you guys in just a moment. Hang tight. It's Tony. It's Tony. He's suspect. Listen, radar guy. If I had Tony, the DoorDash god of DoorDash, like that would be, we might get 1 million views on that video. Probably not. We wouldn't get 1 million views, but that'd be must watch TV for sure. So, okay, let's get the show started. See, Pedro, you made my wife so happy when she overheard that shout out. Oh, bro, listen, man. Real recognize real, man. I know you're a young man, but I know you're married. I watched a couple of your videos. I think you came up on my feed. You know how DoorDash and YouTube works. And I was like, let me check this guy. I never heard of him. And it was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. It's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So I see Finesse Family. And let's see. I'm going to bring, this is what we're going to do tonight. And I see the Matrix. This is what we're going to do. Usually we have topics, right? And we talked about some, but I want this to be like, what do you guys got going on your mind? Okay. And I want it to be an open topic, open forum. So what I mean by that is I don't want to go around the room like I usually do. I do like that because we all get our time to speak and we're not speaking over. But I want to bring you guys in. I want to have a free flowing conversation. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm lost for words, and it doesn't usually happen. I know that we can do it and won't be disrespectful to each other. So I'm not going to go like, all right, Bud Soda, you go first. And let's bring up a topic and let's talk a little bit. Let's just this is your guys' show tonight. Okay. And then we'll bring in our special guest in about 50 minutes or so. All right. So I'm going to bring in Mr. Bud Soda. Everybody, round of applause in the chat for Bud Soda. Hello, hello. Let me put my headphones on. Hold up. Bud Soda, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's up, man? All right, I'm going to bring in, I see Tina, I see Kathy, Lisa, I see Finesse, and Matrix. I'm going to bring all you guys up. So I see Tina. Hello, Tina. How are you? You can hear us. Cool. Awesome. I see Kathy. Hello, hello. How are you, dear? All right. I see Lisa. Lisa, how are you? Okay. I don't know if Lisa's there. So I'm going to, I don't know if I know who Lisa is, and I don't see a face. So sorry. If you want to come back in, let me know. I see Finesse Family. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's good, bro? What's good?
What's up? What's up? And then I see Matrix. Always good to have you. How are you doing, brother?
Pedro, Instacart, Santiago.
You got jokes already. I see. I know. I'll say this. I know Bud Soda's probably happy to see me do more Instacart because he's always like, Pedro, you got to do Instacart. It's good. It's good. You can stack and run. It's good. Instacart's good. You got to do Instacart. Like he's always talking Instacart. Like, hey, you can do this and blah, blah, blah. So I know Bud Soda's like, oh yeah, Pedro's got some Instacart going. So anyway, so let me start. I want to ask you guys a question. You guys just kind of chime in, okay? First, like, we can go around, but just organically, let's just talk, right? How was your week? And then also, are you guys looking forward to holiday seasons coming up? What's your market going to be like? Are you excited? You're going to make more money, less money? Like, so anybody that's ready to talk about what you got going on, feel free. Go ahead.
And the one thing I'll warn you about, Pedro, if you have all 5 of us open at once, it's going to be a lot of chatter and noise back there. So just a little bit of a warning.
I'm sure. I'm sure we'll have a little bit of that, but you guys, we could pipe in as we go. We don't want to interrupt people, but we don't have to necessarily go around. If somebody has something to add, like if Matrix is talking about something, and Finesse Family's like, hey, I want to talk about we could organically just kind of talk with each other. But good point.
Heard that.
So Matrix, why don't you start off for us? What do you got going on?
Yeah, I'm excited for the holidays, but I'm kind of doing the opposite of you. I've gotten away from Instacart just because I did kind of a risk reward in terms of like risk being time versus the reward. And I saw your video the other day, and you were like, $30, 2 orders, 40 items. That's cool. I can do it. I could do it, make $30 an hour. That's fine. And I've just found that, man, with DoorDash, you just get some small orders. Like I'll get 6 items, $18, 2 mile, like all day long on those shopping pays. And it's just like the odd man out for me going into the holidays with Instacart, just because the time it takes. I get these orders. It's like, oh, it pays pretty good, but man, it's 3 stores. It's a dollar store. It's this, it's that. It's, $32, which is pretty good. And I found when I would do those trials, man, that took me an hour and 45. So I'm leaning more for me, and I'm kind of a preferred shopper on DoorDash. They sent me an email a month ago saying, hey, you're one of the best shoppers in your area. We're going to send you more shop and pay orders than food orders. Is that okay with you? And I responded and said yes. So I do get a lot more decent shop and pay orders. So for me going to the holidays, I'm excited about just the DoorDash shop and pays. Today I went out and I did 18 deliveries total, and 14 of them were shop and pays. They were all double digits, $14, $18, $22. I had a $42 shop and pay today from Target. It was 8 items.
Yeah, I love the shop and pays. I do them too. You know that. I think this is going to be the time where drivers on any platform need to activate that card or think about shopping. And sometimes you're going to take a L. It might be long or they're out of things, but sometimes you could really make some good money and have some good cash flow on these $42 targets. Like those are going to be a thing in a lot of markets, I think.
And DoorDash has aggressively stated that they are trying to take market share from Instacart, and they will pay more base if they need to. So if a customer tips kind of crappy, DoorDash just ups their base to get it to a reasonable amount of time and items. And they are actively trying to take some market share from Instacart.
Yeah, I can see that. What about you guys? You guys are going to be shopping this season on the apps. Do you guys not like it? What do you guys say?
I'll go. So I'm basically doing Spark right now. And all the orders I had today were all shop and delivered. No up curbside. So for 4 hours, $150. So I'm not complaining. Good money, and I got to go home early and ready for the week.
Nice. That's awesome.
Did she say she's getting way more shop and pays at Walmart or curbside?
Well, the shop and pay pay more. You know, you get to know your store. You know, like we
Yeah.
know your people in your store. So I know like what happens, like they will have like a lot of the pickers leave at a certain time, and then they've got no one to pick stuff. So the store is understaffed right now. They've got the loaders actually now to do picks, but then they're still, you know, an hour or two behind. So I'm like, yeah, I'll grab an order for $40. You know,
Are you in a reasonable proximity to another Walmart in your market where it might behoove you
well,
to go up
my
there?
phone, yeah, the store that I usually go to is like 5 minutes away. But I also have two other Walmarts in my zone, but those are 25, 30 minutes away, as well as Sam's Club. So I try to stay closer to home, knowing that because this one is like the big superstore, so to say. So I know that there's large volume here.
Oh yeah. Okay. I found it. I went a town over to a different Walmart about 8 miles away, and they operate way, way better than my hometown Walmart. So that's why I just kind of throwing it out there because I've done a lot of Spark in the last few weeks, and certain Walmarts operate at very high efficiency, and some are terrible. So I just want to throw that out.
Totally agree with you on that. So as I said, I've been doing it since April. You know, pretty much you want to consider full time, even though I'm not working full time hours. You know, I'm making more than I have friends that have, you know, 4 and 6 and college degrees right now. So I'm not complaining, you know. So at all. I'm working smarter and not harder. There you go. So
That's it.
What about you, Bud Soto? I know you shop, but what do you got going on this week, man?
So, okay. So, yesterday, Instacart was the only app to work. Grubhub called it quits at 2 p.m. yesterday. So I did just under $200 on Instacart from like 2 to 10 p.m. yesterday. And a lot of the customers increased their tips. I mean, every other order. And one ended up canceling on me, but the bump paid me more than the shop would. So whatever, it's a win. And you know, a lot of triples. It is a headache, but I will suggest this: you're hitting DoorDash on Target. Don't sleep on Shipt and Instacart doing the same kind of stores. Walgreens, same thing. CVS, same thing. Keep those other apps on and keep doing that. But I've made over $400 today. DoorDash was not active in my area. It was supposed to come back online at 1. They never did. So it's been Grubhub and Instacart only. And yeah, as you know, I'm deactivated off Spark. But I'll tell you, don't sleep on those shopping pays for Spark. And don't sleep on those other stores, even if they're half hour away. Like, I'll tell you this, learn everything an hour out in your area, and you're going to make some serious cash when no other drivers are. And you can, like, a good strategy I used to do was with Walmart, they'll send you everywhere. You can grab a food app, and as you're loading, you're kind of loading and declining and trying to find that order going the same direction at the same time. And you can grab $1 per mile order going the same way. Let's say it's going 10 miles away, 10 bucks, 10 miles. Well, that's 10 extra dollars of pure profit that you got in your pocket. Why not? And you're not compromising anything if you're using your proper bags. You deliver the hot food first. The cold stuff's in the trunk. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that people sleep on, and I don't think they grasp the concept. Like you were saying, I stacked on the Instacart, like same difference, you know, grab something going the same way, because Instacart's infamous, at least in my area and a lot of areas, for setting you 15 miles out. Why not just grab something along the way to where you're going already? Or if you're in a case like me where you have to go on a military base, you have to go past a security area, you got to stack as many things as you can once you go past that gate. That's how you make money. That's how you make profits. Don't do it to where it's going to be a detriment. You have to be the master of your market to do it the level I do it. But I'm telling you, a lot of people sleep on that stuff. And don't limit yourself to one app. Just because, oh, well, Instacart's kind of crappy, I'm just going to focus on the DoorDash shopping page. DoorDash shopping page can be really good, but don't sleep on the Instacart shopping page when you're already going to be in that store anyway, or the Shipt, or the Walmart Spark that's across the street. You know, just do
Let me
that
ask,
shop.
but sort of want to
the
ask you a
dealer shop.
question. But sort of want to ask you a question, and I saw a comment
Sorry.
in the chat. I know you said you got deactivated from Spark, yeah.
Yes,
So
I got
let
deactivated.
me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Well, what happened? And do you think it's because maybe you do too much multi-apping in a negative
Nope.
way, or was it something unrelated to that? I just want to ask because
Well,
people in the chat are
exactly what
assuming maybe,
happened
so.
to you. I have a video up. They didn't give me an official reason, but from what the other drivers here in my area have told me, what I've talked to other Sparkers about, is that despite what support's telling you, that it's okay if a customer reports it missing. No, it's not. They threw me to the curb because that happened. Hours after I was deactivated, I got a notification saying, "Oh, you didn't deliver this," and I know I did. And learn from my mistakes. I should have just returned it to the store, even though that store in particular was complaining that I was returning a lot because on hand to me they have to sign for it.
And this is Spark,
Do what
right?
the app do what the app tells you. Don't let someone at a store bully you into doing something that's might get you in trouble. And that's what happened to me because I said, screw it. I know that customer doesn't like to answer their door. I've delivered to them and they've been a problem in the past. And certainly enough, boom, I got the hammer put down on me. It wasn't from that. In fact, when I get in trouble on these apps, especially DoorDash, it's when I'm solo apping and I do the right thing and wait around for the stuff. That's what kills me is when I wait around and do the right thing, I'm the one who pays for it because on DoorDash, I don't know if you guys know this. I've talked to several support agents about this. When they contact support saying there's a long wait, even if you're hitting the reasons why you're waiting and you're refreshing that every 10 minutes, that no longer matters if they complained about the wait to support. It goes back to original delivery time. So if you waited 20 minutes for that order, you're screwed.
Interesting. Does anybody has anybody else like been deactivated on this panel? Is anybody else like multi-app how Bud Soda does? Anybody can kind of chime in on that if you have anything to add.
I just started doing Spark in the last 2 weeks, and it's been pretty good. I mean, what Bud Soda was saying is, if you're tactical about it, my strategy now is I sit in a restaurant zone, like a restaurant heavy zone. I turn on DoorDash, I turn on Spark. If I get a good Spark, like a $20 single going a couple miles, I'll accept that. And it's like, okay, you pick up in 20 minutes. Great, that's awesome. Then I'll sit in that zone and wait for a DoorDash, a hot bag order, going any direction towards the Walmart, just generally west or south or wherever you're. And then I'll get like a Chick-fil-A for $10 and I'll take it toward the Walmart, drop off the Chick-fil-A, swing right over to Walmart, pull into my thing, check in. So you can really stack these if you're strategic about it, or if your market lays out where you can get, a $10 Chick-fil-A or a $9 McDonald's going towards the Walmart, pick up your $16 or $20 Spark, and bang, you got a $30 run that may take 13.
Right.
Be careful doing that on the timed ones. Only do that on ASAP because ASAP, as long as you hit start trip, it doesn't matter. But on timed ones, your on-time rating matters a lot.
I don't hit start trip ever. That's a good point. I wait until I'm about 30 seconds away from the Walmart. Then I slide start trip. It says confirm arrival. I confirm when I'm there. I pick my slot. So I never hit, maybe that's a pro tip for people listening, never hit start trip until you're almost at the Walmart.
No, wait. Can I stop you there?
Go ahead.
I mean the ones that are timed. ASAP, you have to pretty much start trip. Especially later on in the evening, they'll give you a notification if you don't start it, they're going to rip it away from you. So you do have to hit start trip. You just don't want to do the ones for the drop versus ASAPs. ASAPs, it doesn't matter when you show because they're already late. It's like a DoorDash that's already late.
Yeah, you're right. So the ASAP ones I don't do. I do when they drop on the half an hour and it's to pick up like at 2:45 or 3. They always do it on the 45 in my market. So you're right. I don't do it with the ASAP. I'll just pick up one that says, hey, curbside pickup at 3:45. So to me, that's 20 minutes away. I've got plenty of time to take a hot bag in that direction. But you're right. I'm not
Yeah.
talking ASAP orders. Just
Yeah.
Here,
Do
I
not
want
even
to chime
be
in,
1
gentlemen.
minute late.
Hold up. I want to chime
Sorry.
in real quick. There's some funny. So Gig Lebowski says, "Bruh, Tina, what's going on?" Tina, are you with us?
she's
Hear us?
sniffling.
Okay, cool. I think. Well, Tina, add something to
Gonna
this
catch her
conversation.
asleep.
It looks like you're about to fall asleep over there. What's going on?
Sorry.
Could Tina hear us? Hold on.
I think
Okay,
so.
let me remove. I don't know what's going on. Kathy, so what would you say to Matrix and Bud Soda? And I want to get Phineas family opinion. These guys are talking about Malta and Spark. And have you had any experience with doing what these guys are talking about? They're doing, Kathy.
Well, right now, as I said, like with Spark, I generally, because I've become, I know some people are like, don't be friends with the other drivers. I have no problem. We all talk, and we even get to the point too, like, don't take that customer. People will take the take, like some kids can't, they know that they're a free flyer. They're like, yeah, just they carry books. They'll take the labels from the orders and say, okay, we're not going to go to that customer because we already know they always pull a tip.
Yeah.
But in regards to like the ASAPs, you do have to start those. If you don't start those like within 1 minute, you'll get a thing like a banner that will show up. You need to start this now. Not, it'll be taken away. In my market, the orders usually come out at like the 20 after the hour. Pickup time is the 45. Usually because
Same.
I'm already close to the store already, I usually can't even sign in until 42, like 40, 40 after the hour. Anytime sooner, it will not let us in our area. Now, I can't say that for everybody else. And most importantly, do not use airplane mode to check in early because you can. And those are the people that are getting deactivated.
I've seen some videos on that. I don't know. I've never done Spark, so I'm not going to speak like I know, but I know that that's like a thing. It's a little workaround from what I understand, a little trick maybe or something like that.
In people that if you get caught enough times doing it, because what it happens is it throws the metrics off in the store. You know what I'm saying? Because they have someone out as well as how many people are actually customers picking and going to pick up their orders. You show up early, that throws them off. Then it's going to be like always able to sign in earlier than you're supposed to.
Right. No, that's kind of what I've understood. I got two guys I'm going to bring in here in a moment, but I want to see if Phineas family, are you still with us or should I remove you? If you tap it. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. What would you like to add to this conversation, my friend?
All right. Well, for one, I'd like to say thank you for having me on, man. It's
no problem.
I also live in St. Louis. I'm in O'Fallon area right now.
Cool.
I'm dashing over in the O'Fallon area, but there's a one thing I do want to say is I pretty much perfected my area, and as you know, I found a lot of your stuff hilarious. I don't know if it's because we're both from St. Louis, but it just makes sense. I'm not, the same things you say. We're not accepting orders, no tip, no trip. And the reason is because St. Louis, it can take you across the bridge. It can take you places that's going to make you no money. Out in the country, there's a lot of areas where they can leave you in the middle of nowhere in St. Louis unless you're like in the city or somewhere highly populated. But this Thanksgiving coming up season, really pull somewhere with some light. And this upcoming Thanksgiving season, it's gonna be very busy. They're gonna, and the stores, all delivery, everything, everybody's gonna need as much help. So your phone is gonna constantly go off, probably from morning time to all the way until the stores close. Because and what I do is I typically accept, and all the Deerberg orders are usually pretty good. If you can get a good Deerberg's order or Walgreens order, you're gonna be seeing a lot of shop and pays this coming up week starting tomorrow. And they're gonna be for the most part they'll probably be good tipping orders because people are gonna want to get their food before it sells out.
We're going to see some trash in like any market, but even St. Louis, it's like our demographic is so all over the place, and that, so I can speak to that. Like it's so like the same zip code. You'll have somebody that will literally just, no tip, no after. But then like somebody on the same block basically might throw you a $20 tip. Like it's so weird here.
Yeah, and the thing is I've set it up. I perfected this where, for one, I do Qdoba cake. I actually work for Qdoba, but I have it set up to where I don't have to go in and work in the store if I don't want to. I just mainly take the catering orders. He'll let me know when there's some orders. And they're usually all the orders minimum. I haven't gotten an order under $400. So every time I go out and do a catering order, I make a minimum of, I would say, $120 to $300 just off of tips alone, in 2 hours time span. So like today I made $200, and then I made another $200 with DoorDash, $50 with Uber Eats.
Now, are you in O'Fallon, Illinois, or O'Fallon, Missouri?
No, I'm in Missouri.
You're in Missouri. Okay, so you're not too far. Okay, I know where you're at. Yeah, have you ever ventured down into the Webster Groves downtown area? Okay.
I try to catch you sometimes when I'm down there. I was like, I wonder if Pedro's out doing stuff.
Yeah,
but
no, I work Monday. Basically, lately I've been working Monday through Friday and a half. But some days I work early. Some days I'm working. This past week I worked until 6 o'clock 2 days. But I'm out. If you ever see me, say what's up.
The reason I try to not go down there too much is because the buildings are so fucking confusing. They have like the streets and the buildings there. They're like, I don't know if they're like where college campuses and shit is, but there's like buildings where the GPS won't send you to the right spot. It might send you like it's in a back alley, like the door is in a back alley, but you're like on a big building. I'm like, I don't know where I am.
Yeah, it's definitely like it'll take you. We have a lot of alleys here in St. Louis. Like I'm sure a lot of cities can relate. So, that's cool, man. I'm glad you're able to come on and share some St. Louis love. So that's what's up.
But all love.
So what else you guys? Bud Soda or Kathy or Matrix? What else you got? I got some people waiting. I want to go around and see if you guys have anything else you want to say. And I got 4 guests waiting. I'm going to bring in after you guys.
I did.
Yeah, real quick. Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to say something to you about your Instacart fraud thing. Keep on that because I've had that happen twice to me, same customer. And I'll sum this up really quickly. I went to deliver one night some items I shopped for at Myers. She always ordered it after a certain time at night. It was like after 9:30. Drop off her stuff. She proceeds to tell me that she's never gotten any of her previous orders before, and that she has all of these vouchers and stuff that was returned back to her that they gave her as a courtesy for her missing orders. A week later, I go back because it was starting to get cool. 2 bags of ice and a $45 blanket, 3 items. She's in the doorway waiting for me. Hi, how you doing again? Making small chit chat. Next day I look, she reported that she didn't receive any of her stuff. She just got the bag of ice.
It's crazy. And you see that it's wild because listen, people get offended that I say this, and I stand by what I say. Those people are miserable. There's no way to say it. Like when you know how you can work these systems and you're basically putting another driver account in limbo because you want to get something for free, like you're a miserable human being, and I don't want to do business with people like that. And it's going to happen as part of the business that we do. Like naturally we're going to have people that try to get over on us, but like that's just so scammy to me. It's just wild that people would do that.
Basically, what I ended up, she was trying to say that I cheated her out of $85 worth of merchandise. Now, if you think about this, she got her $85 worth of merchandise, plus she got a return. So she got like $170 returned back to her. I finally had called because I did a big long list, and you know what? Instead of coming back to me and says, geez, Kat, thanks for catching this customer and putting a red flag on her, they finally said that they have noted the account. Thank you for your information.
Interesting. Yeah.
So instead of sitting there saying, yes, thank you for catching us while she's been frauding the company, how many other drivers has she done it to? You know,
Who knows? Yeah, I think with the support agents, my experience with them and having dealing with them on multiple different apps is
they're always
it,
from other
it
countries.
yeah, and it depends on what agent you get, and they're going to tell you what you want to hear. And like this last one told me they were going to report this customer. I think the word they used was like they were going to punish them. I was like, that's a weird word to use, but okay, like, and then, who knows what really happens afterwards? But like, it's just kind of like. I just don't want to see those customers. I just don't don't link them with me. Don't even show me their offers. You know what I'm saying? I wish the app was able to do that. I know DoorDash can do that now, but
if you tell them that you don't want to deliver to that customer
Yeah.
anymore, they said that they would put that in a thing that I would never have to deliver to her again. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So before I get to Matrix and Bud, so I am reading some of the comments, and no, I'm not drunk, but I am very relaxed. So thank you. So go ahead, Matrix. You what do you got? What would you like to round out your segment with, my friend?
I was just thinking that you might have picked like the wrong month to quit DoorDash. Because
why do you think that?
Because the shop and pays are gonna just go through the roof with the holidays. So you know what I would think for you if I was your content creator manager, I think it'd be really cool if you matched Instacart versus DoorDash. Like on shop and pays. Like, okay, here's a DoorDash, 13 items, $18. It's gonna take me 2 miles. Bang, I'm getting it. Or an Instacart, 2 orders, 53 items, $27. It's gonna take me an hour, and match those and see. I think that would be maybe you reverse course and say, hey, I'm gonna go and do DoorDash for the month of December.
Listen, at this point, I'm not doing it for the rest of the year, only because I've said it and I want to be, but also I want to learn a little more about Instacart, right? And I want to learn. Yeah, I want to learn, how do I cherry pick those? What time of the day? I know I can be at Costco at 9:55 in the morning. There's a drop there, but I want to learn my market better. And I think doing it for 6 weeks, like it's a good time for me, because I know I'm going to get some good orders. But then also with the Uber, I got the ride share I can always fall back on, which is, if I really wanted to maximize my money in my market, I would just do ride share every day, right? But I also know, well, I have a YouTube channel. Like, I like to do videos every day, so that would be difficult, right? Because I can't really film all that. But I'm looking forward to doing Instacart, because it's kind of like perked me up a little, because like the DoorDash is just getting really old for me.
No, Instacart can be good, but I also know for a fact that there are apps or bots or Instacart things that people have on their phone that are black market things that automatically pick up the best offers immediately.
Yeah,
if you get like a $40 order, bang, it's gone. So first come, first serve on Instacart is really hard, man, because you got to be parked, sitting, looking, going through the items, how many miles, 3 shops, 67 items. Like with a DoorDash, you get 30 seconds to look at a
right. No, you're so right. The one thing I don't like about the Instacart is you have to be so quick,
so fast,
like super fast. I've passed up. I've missed really good ones because like I wasn't fast enough, because it might say $60, right? But I'm still looking at that mileage, because $60 to me, it could be 150 items, and it could literally be 60 miles round trip. And that to me might not be great.
Or it's
right?
It's a 4th-story apartment with 10
exactly.
cases of water.
So
I'm not trying to do that, man.
Water.
Yeah, I'm learning that. But Soda, what we got some final thoughts before I get on to the next guest?
Yeah. So basically, with this whole St. Louis thing, I just wanted to quickly, that market's wild. It could be a $2, a $4, a $6.50 that ends up being 10. So but you also there's a lot of versatility there. Instacart isn't what it used to be, but I will say this: even with the bots and stuff, there's a lot of little small batches that you can get done quick, especially if there's a promo. Hopefully, the drivers aren't just grabbing them all up, or you can just grab $20 and $30 orders all day that are good and make money. And then I just, you know me, I'm Mr. Stack and Route. So I as far as people reporting stuff, that is a dirty thing to do. Someone did that to me while I was on my workcation. Definitely report these people who tip bait on any app. Report these people who say they never got their stuff. Contact support. I know it's a giant headache, but it's the only way you're going to combat these people. Like, Instacart will deactivate these people's accounts. like I had someone on their last strike, basically, because after I poured her for tip baiting, she tried to say I didn't deliver. The first one tip baited and said I didn't deliver, 2 right in a row. So double batch, people said I didn't deliver it, and I had photographic proof I did. So take your pictures in and out of the app.
Definitely take your pictures. Yeah.
And unfortunately, that means you have to take a 10-year-old's picture. You have to. I'm sorry. It sucks. I think it's stupid. You shouldn't have to do something like that.
Off the face.
Well, I think looking back, because I was in communication in the app with the customer. His name was Mike, and he just wanted to make sure I was getting the right thing, and which is no problem, right? I think what I would have done is I would have told the young ladies, like, or I would have told Mike, because he said, "Oh, she's coming down." I thought it was maybe like his wife or girlfriend, but it was a kid. I think next time I'd just say, "Hey, I got to give this to your dad. Can you go grab him for me?" And I would just then take a picture of him or something like that. But I'm not taking a picture of a kid. I'm just not doing it. I don't know why. That's just unsettling to me, because I feel like I'm taking a picture. He's like, "Oh, he took a picture of my 10-year-old daughter." I'm just not going down that route, and not in St. Louis in the neighborhoods I deliver in. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, but, I feel you there. Like, leave people.
I learned how I could handle.
That's how I do it. But
yeah, I definitely learned something from that.
So what I do is I take a picture of it in their hand, if I can get that snap, and then take a picture of the street view and the address. And then that proves that I was there where I said I was. And usually support sides with me if it's not a leave it door. I've never had support not say that was. Like, DoorDash has rescinded a lot of contract violations. Like, when I first started, I didn't know better than to take bad orders. Now it's taking almost everything. So, like, obviously, those are the miserable human beings that are going to say they never got their stuff. And I did protect myself from probably 5 or 6 contract violations that way. So, I mean, protect yourself, guys. But all right.
No, for sure. And I appreciate you guys for coming on. I'm going to get these next 4 guys and gals in. Kathy, Matrix, Bud Soda. Have a great holiday week coming up. And you guys stay safe and make your money.
Thank you, Pedro. Thank you.
Thank you again. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
You too.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you. Okay, so let me see. All right, so 1 second here, guys. Let's get this show continued. Let me just go in here. Hold on. Shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all for being in. Just a reminder, have fun, keep it respectful. All right. We have Chris been waiting. I'm going to bring Chris on. Dashing Grandpa, my YouTube grandpa's here. JBW Life, I think is what it says. Coastal, and I see Jerry. So I'm going to bring you guys all on at the same time. In just one moment, just want to stay in the chat just for a second. I see Leonard. What up, Glenn? Southern Gig. Welty still in the house. I see Delby Pena. Boricua. What's up? What's up? Eric, what's up? Bruce, Concerned American. What's up? Pedro, make sure you have the video ready for Cherry. I don't know who Concerned. I think I know who Concerned American is. What's up, man? How you doing? Driven Mom, Lisa, how are you? Shout out to Driven Mom. The Drivens, check them out. The Driven Mom and the Driven Dad. They do these wild weekend vlogs, lives. And their goals are each like $500 a piece. And I think from what I saw on Friday, the Driven Mom hit her she went over $500. And I think that was maybe her first time. Awesome. Any day you're making $500. I saw the short. That is a day that should be applauded. So that's some true hustle, some true grind. I've never made $500 in a day. I think I've made 400 and something. So that is absolutely awesome. So shout out to them. Go check them out. Thanks for the 99 super sticker. Thank you, Johnny Cab. What up? What up? All right, so let's go ahead and bring in our next guest. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. What up, Gig? Look at Gig Lebowski. Look, it's my man. It's right here. So nice of you to advertise solo cups in the top right corner. Let me actually put that off for a second. Hold up. That's the comment of the night so far. That's what's up. Oh, man, that was funny. Hold on. Let me put that. That's better. Let's do some self-advertising instead. That was funny. It made me laugh. All right. So let's bring in Chris. Chris, how are you, sir?
What's up?
Good to see you, man. I got Brandon, Dashing Grandpa. Hello, sir. How are you?
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy. I got JBW. How are you, sir?
What's good, brother? What's good?
What's up? What's up? Turn your mic up a little bit, JBW, if you can. Just a tad.
Turn it
Just
up a little bit. All right.
Yeah, just a little. I got Coastal. Are you there?
Big brother Pedro.
What's up? Am I saying that right? Is it Coastal?
Yes, Coastal the pupil.
Coastal. Gotcha. And then Jerry, are you with us?
Yes. Hello.
All right. What's up, gentlemen? We got a ladies or a gentleman's panel right now. So we'll start with Chris. What do you guys got on your mind tonight? What are you thinking about the topics that we're talking about, or do you got something else you bring into the people this evening?
Well, my first thing is I'm from the small town here. We have a Facebook group that we made, a private Facebook group, and any of those people that we have that try to scam us or do any of that, we post them up in there. We let everybody know that's a member in our group, where they live, and what they've done to us. That way we have a running total of what they, and we invite all the people that we see out there in the markets. We invite them all to join up. That way they can get the information. That way they know when the restaurants are closed. They know when people are trying to scam us, and we always share that information about how we can, try to get those people either deactivated, or we put them, we put them on Front Street by taking a picture of their house. And it's like, when you finish that order, we either take a picture of the house, or we take a picture of their mailbox with their address that's on the mailbox, or the building number. Because in that way, for me, I either put it in the chat, and send it to them directly through the chat, or I attach it as the, part of the final thing there. And I always, regardless what the order is, there's always a picture attached to one of those spots, because then that way, if they try to say, oh, you never made the order, well, the GPS tag that's on the photo that's DoorDash can read, or any of these other apps can read that. And then if they say, well, I never got my thing, why would I be at your house and drive all the way over there if I didn't deliver your food for you?
No, that's a good point. I don't do a good enough job of that sometimes, because I'll self-admit I'm too either in a rush sometimes, or I'm like distracted. I'm filming. And I'm like, I assume too much that people are gonna just be cool. You know what I'm saying? But I think you bring up good points, especially about sharing that information with your local people that because that can be really a good resource. You know what I mean? So that's
and not only that, then we put the information about if the stores are kind of long lines, or if they're slow somewhere, or some equipment's broke down and the store's behind. And we keep we have moderators that go in there and they keep that stuff cleaned up good. Mm-hmm. And then that way everybody's on the line and they know what's going on in our area. That way we're not stuck in one spot doing something. We can move to something else. Yeah. And we have a really good group. I mean, I know it's really competitive out there, and a lot of these people, they go out there and try to say, well, I'm not going to share the information with my fellow worker. But for me, we're all out there doing the same thing. If I can help somebody to make a little bit of extra money, or to move past a problem, I'd hope they do the same thing for me. Yeah, if they've seen something somewhere.
No, I think that's a good way to go about it. Dashing Grandpa, what do you say to what we got going on tonight, my friend? What I know you do a lot of Spark. Is there anything is that what you wanted to talk about? I know we were talking Spark earlier. What do you got on your mind?
Well, there was a couple of things. One of them was people talking about that airplane mode, and they need to be real careful with that, because you can get deactivated for that.
So can you talk about that a little bit? Yeah, I don't know a lot about it, so can you kind of enlighten us?
Okay. I went ahead and brought it up on my phone. So if anybody has a Spark app, it's about halfway down. It's number 5. It says interfere with it or disrupt the operation of the Spark app or system, servers, or networks, which when you go to the airplane mode, you're disrupting the network.
Really?
So, yeah.
Well, that's part of the TOS that you were reading. Is that correct?
Exactly. That's they call it terms of use, but it's terms of services.
So what is the airplane mode? It allows you to check in early, or?
Yes. It disconnects your internet or your Wi-Fi, basically.
Okay.
it just disconnects it. Then the app on your phone is still active, but you're not connected to their servers. You're disconnecting from their servers. And when you disconnect from their servers, it's a lot of people that's been around software for a long time used to you could disconnect from the internet, but we won't get into that one. But it's a way to get things to work without contacting the servers.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Bypassing it.
Yeah, no, I get that. JBW, do you do Spark or DoorDash? What apps do you work, my friend?
Yeah, man, I got Uber, I got Roadie. I tried to get into Grubhub and Spark, but I'm waiting on the wait list. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm doing Uber right now, and I'm doing Roadie. Roadie pretty good, man. I ain't really heard people talk about it, but it's pretty good, man. I'm in Florida, the Seminole area, so it's pretty good, man.
I think Dash and Grandpa, you do some Roadie, right?
I used to do a lot of Roadie. It was really good here, but now it's kind of slacked off quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
do you do Uber Rideshare or Uber Eats?
Nah, I got a small car, so I do Uber Eats. They won't let me do the rideshare. I got a
I got like a real small one then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the gas mileage, man. The gas mileage. I can't.
So let me ask you, how long have you been doing gig economy work? And I don't know if I've seen you. This is the first time you've been on the live show, yeah?
I've been watching you. Yeah, it's my first time coming up.
Cool.
I appreciate you having me on too, brother. No,
anytime, man. So how long you been in the gig economy game, man, in Florida?
I would say I've been signed up for a year, but I just start doing it past 3 months. Past 3-4 months. I've been, watching, everybody talk about it and how to maximize this and tricks that. So, I've been learning from everybody, Mushi in my market. I seen him.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Have you run into him on the streets yet?
Yeah, and Chick-fil-A. I was like, I'm like Mushi. yeah, man. It was
That's
cool,
awesome.
but,
that's awesome. No, I think it's cool because you got to, you're talking about learning from different people. We all have different perspective. We work different markets. We have different ideas. So I think it's good to kind of take it all in and make it your own. You know what I mean? And people have channels that are more of experts on certain apps than others. So, it's a good, YouTube's a great reference for and a great resource, and it's free. You can learn anything on YouTube. I love it. Whether it's gig economy, you can learn a different language, learn how to fix a car. You could learn anything. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's cool when I meet people that come to this place to kind of get information. I think it's pretty neat, man. That's good to hear.
Is.
So next time you see Mushi, tell him I said what's up. If you
I got you.
Yeah, please tell him I said what's up. So,
I got you.
So Chris, let me ask you. I want to ask you a question. So I know some of the apps that you work, but with the holiday season coming up in your market, does it get busier? Does it get slower? Like, is it more saturation? Like, is that something you think about, or are you expecting to make more money with the holiday time?
No, because let's see, the soldiers they get ready to leave here. They got 2 blocks that the soldiers leave. We just got a new school in, so some will be stuck here, but closer to Christmas, they all leave. Half the city just packs up, and because nobody's actually from this town.
Yeah,
they're
so
all
it gets slower for you then. It'll get slower.
They pack up and they go home for the holidays, and that leaves a whole bunch of old people. So we just pretty much deliver, the Walgreens, the CVS, and the little bit of Safeway. But then half the Dashers disappear too. So that's good for people who do it full time like me, because I'm on the road 5-6 days a week. So if a lot of my competition just magically pack up and they go home too, I don't have to worry about too much. But as far as getting busy, since we only have one at every store in this town, there's plenty to deliver. There's Target, and there's going to be plenty of Black Friday stuff to pack up and take those big. Like for me, I have a truck. So, I can take those big screen TVs, and I can take those mini fridges that they got on Black Friday. So
I think I've heard Black Friday with Walmart. Does that start like tomorrow? Am I mistaken? Or?
Deals for days.
Yeah. I know. So Dash and Grandpa's about to be really busy too, I would imagine, right?
That's been going for the last week.
The Black Friday deal's been going on down here. Yeah.
I feel like every
TVs.
year we get before you know, next year or like 5 years from now, we're gonna be doing Black Friday deals in like August. You know what I mean? Like it gets like sooner and sooner. It's just wild to me.
But I know people in my town, they make up business cards and stuff, and they stand out front of the Walmart there, and they have a truck on standby, and they're like, hey, I see you bought that TV on sale, and I can do it for $20, and you just follow behind me, and we'll go and drive your purchases over there to your house.
Oh, that's a true hustle, man.
Yeah,
I respect
money like that, because these people paid. They thought they got a deal, but when they get out to their car, the TV's too big. And they got a mini fridge, and they got this Barbie house for the girl, and there's just no room in the car. So, and they're wondering, when I was the manager of Walmart, I can't tell you how many people would come up and ask me, hey, do you know anybody that can drive my stuff to the house? Because I can't get all this stuff my wife wants to the house. Yeah. And so that way we all came together, and we're like, for the holidays, why don't we make some side money without the apps? So we just go ahead and print some cards out with our number and an email and say, hey, look, if you're planning to get anything big, just call us up. And we have customers that we've worked with for 4 or 5 years already, and they'll call us up on right after the Black Friday or on Saturday and Sunday when they have more of the deals come down, and they'll say, hey, can you be here at 10 o'clock and transport our stuff? And by the since we're such a small town, a lot of these people, they get a word of mouth, and they just start passing your cards around, and before you know it, you got plenty of work that's outside that.
I guess, and you can negotiate, if somebody's 20 miles away versus 2 miles, obviously that price might be different, maybe, I would think, right? But I think that's awesome. I know there's some people in St. Louis that do a similar kind of hustle with Christmas trees, getting these Christmas trees delivered, right? Because people will buy them, maybe they don't want to load them, and it's a legit business, and these guys make like $1,000 a day delivering Christmas trees for a couple weeks out of the year, and they make really good money.
The Christmas tree people here, they deliver from their lot.
Yeah,
they have that's how their kids make money. They just go ahead and load it in the back of the pickup truck, and they deliver their own.
That's cool.
We tried that. Tried that, but it didn't.
So, Dash and Grandpa, are you going to be delivering some big screen TVs in the next week or so?
A 55-inch TV will not fit into a 2011 four-door sedan. Not an Infinity. It likes about an inch and a half.
So you've tried yourself.
I tried.
Yeah.
But I think in a lot of 42s.
Yeah, in my Ford Escape, I can get those back seats down. I can get a 55. I don't think I can get bigger than that.
Yeah,
because that's the size TV I have. So I don't think I can go bigger than that though, because it was smushed in there pretty good. So
the back seat or the back seats in the Ford, the sedan Infinity doesn't fold down. Coupe, the back seats fold down, but not in the sedan.
Yeah, yeah. So JBW, are you gonna work on Thanksgiving, man? Have you thought about that or not?
That's crazy you say that, because I was thinking about it, because I gotta go to the my fam house and get me a couple plates. But I was thinking about working to see what the water's like. But
Walmart's closed.
Walmart is closed. Walmart's closed.
Walmart will be closed.
Yeah, I saw that announcement actually. I was surprised, but I think that's good. But I feel like a lot of these fast food places will be busy late night. That's what I hear. I've never worked Thanksgiving on the gig apps. I'm not gonna work Thanksgiving. I'll be in Virginia, but I think there's some money to be made. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that's a good money day? Have you guys worked it in the past? Chris, what do you say? And then Dash and Grandpa, what do you say?
A lot of people just camp out in the parking lot at Denny's and IHOP. Because they're booked, and that's like in this town, that's the only thing that's going to be open. That and the Chinese restaurants. So if you know where to go and you know what restaurant, if it's not your first year, you learn real quick where to go camp out at and to make the money. So you walk in there and you got your hot bags ready, and when that Chinese lady telling you got something coming, you're right there already.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm not, Grandpa, are you working on Thanksgiving or not?
I kind of doubt it. If I do, I'm just going to be doing rideshare for the military.
Okay.
Out of the base.
Okay. Yeah. And
Because they'll
JBW
be-
said you're thinking about it, right? You're thinking about it, but you
I
haven't
might-
decided all the way yet.
I might do it, but I got a different perspective because I work at Papa John's too. At my
Okay.
as my W-2, so I work like 35, 40 hours there. But we're gonna be closed that day. So
Oh.
yeah, so I know all the fast food places like McDonald's and all that's gonna be open. So
Yeah.
I might test it out, man. I'll tell you the truth. I might test it out.
The evening may be good.
Yeah, I think the
might
evening
test it
might
out.
be in my
Evening might
market.
be.
From what I've heard from drivers, White Castle and Jack in the Box seem to be the two spots that are like just pumping with orders. But also those places got these long lines. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's all market. Some markets you might be able to do better than others. I think that Wednesday night before is obviously for the auto don't know, it's the biggest industry night, biggest drinking night of the year. It's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So people go out to the bars, the clubs, whatever that Wednesday night. So if you're a driver out the night before Thanksgiving and you're at nighttime, please be safe because there's a lot of people out doing stuff. So be mindful of that. And you might see some longer waits at certain places because people are leaving these clubs and bars or whatever out drinking and they're going through the drive-through. So you might see these places be pretty busy that are open. So just keep that in mind. But gentlemen, I appreciate you guys for coming on. I got a guest coming on, a scheduled guest in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to get ready for them. But I appreciate you guys coming on and sharing some wisdom. JBW, appreciate you coming on for the first time, man. It's a pleasure. Dash and Grandpa, thank you. And Chris, always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
You too, gentlemen. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
All right, man.
Have a good.
All right. So I know I've got some people waiting, but I do have a scheduled guest that was going to come on at 10:30, and I want to make sure we're on time for that because I respect people's time. So I need, thank you, Gene Parks. Appreciate you guys for super chatting. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you very much. I'll put any super chats in my gas tank this week because we're driving to Virginia late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. We're driving straight through. My girl's going to drive. I'm going to drive. And we'll be in Virginia till Saturday. Yeah, till Saturday. So basically I'll be gone Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days. I'll be gone 4 days, 4-day vacation. So, and when I get back, Saturday, Sunday, we'll get back. I'm not working. So we're going to have a light work week this week. I think I'm going to work a little bit tomorrow and then not anything on Tuesday. So, all right. So I need to let me see 1 second here. Hold on 1 second. I got to do that. Let me send a text out real quick. Remember in the old neighborhoods, you had the guy, the street guy that would send the birds, the pigeons. I'm going to fly my pigeons out real quick for our next guest. All right. Let me see. Let's see. What up, Felix? What up? Rideshare Rodeo, Southern Gig. I see Delba. Thank you. Benya, Boricua, Picky Pink. What up, Tina? Tom. What up? Is that Sergio? Leo? What up? All right. So, Gigaholic Rex, I see you in the background. Unfortunately, I can't bring you on now because I do have a scheduled guest getting ready to come on. So, what up, Yos Malone? What up? Deliver with Taz. What up? Okay, so let me go ahead and put in 1 second. Hold on. No. Let me see if this person's ready. Now, oh man. This next guest coming on. Let's see. Maybe they fell asleep. I don't know. This guy's a little wild. Okay. He's a wild card. So we don't know what we're going to get here. Right. But he said he's an OG in the DoorDash space. He says he wanted to talk about some DoorDash stuff. Oh, I see him. So we're going to bring him in just a moment. Right. We're going to bring him in right at 10:30. So a minute and 20 seconds. But I'm not going to say who it is yet. Some of you guys are going to see the name on the screen and you'll know exactly who it is. Some of you are here right now just to watch him and I talk, which is awesome. I see the numbers coming up. We're almost at 300 people. I love it. This person that we're about to bring on the screen is an OG in the Florida market, does DoorDash. I think he does some other apps, Uber. And he's been doing this a long time. He wants to embark upon us some wisdom. We can have a serious conversation, but we can also just talk a little bit, right? Because me and this gentleman have a little bit of a history. But I like when we can turn what some might consider a negative into a positive. Because at the end of the day, we all are gig workers and we all do the same kind of work. Nobody's better than anybody. And we also have to know when things are funny and when they're serious, right? So without further ado, I want you guys to put some names in the chat. Maybe some of y'all know who I might be talking about here. Let's see. We're going to give him a grand entrance here in the next, 20 seconds he's going to come on. It's not UDM. I don't think UDM would ever come on my channel. Not again. Definitely not UDM. Mushimu. No. So there's going to be a small subset of people that know who this person is, and they're big fans. He's got a fan base. Okay. But now more of y'all are going to know who this man is. Let's have a conversation. Okay. Hold up. Nope. Not your driver, Mike. All right. Hold on one second. Who do we have with us tonight, guys? Who is this on the line, on the phone, on the airwaves? Who we got here?
What's up, Pedro? Do I sound okay?
You sound great. We have the infamous Always Cherry Pick. A big round of
applause. And I don't have my name up there. What happened to my name, dude?
No, I got it. Hold on.
Fuck.
So
whoops,
some of you guys
no
may
cussing.
know. Some of you guys may know who Always Cherry Pick is. Some of you guys may think he's a little harsh, a little crass, a little rude, right? That's okay. He's going to be on his best behavior tonight. Maybe it goes sideways. That's going to be on him. We don't know yet. But we have Always Cherry Pick.
Wait. I got to cut you off. I know you're a big shot and it's your show, but it could be sideways because of what you say.
Oh, fair enough. That's 100%.
I mean,
listen,
I came on here on good behavior.
You already know how I roll. So, yeah.
Dude, not always. Don't listen. We're here for a good time. Anyways, how are you, Pedro? I want to thank you for coming on. And obviously, on behalf of everybody in Flex's room, they want to know what's up with the hair. It's looking a little dark tonight.
Oh, my hair?
Yeah.
Is it looking dark? I have no idea. I don't color my hair. I never would if that's what you're implying. But I mean,
all right.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that. See.
So what's up, man? Like, what do you got on your mind? Share the people that don't know what Always Cherry Pick is about. Like, if you were to say what your channel's about, because you do have a channel. I know you've nuked it a couple times, but you're making content. Right. You're going live. So share with the people what Always Cherry Pick is about.
Well, Always Cherry Pick, the name speaks for itself. It was chosen for a reason. I don't have to talk. I don't have to say how I hate top dashers. I don't have to say that people that don't, I'm not a no tip, no trip guy, but I do believe in making money. I believe in it, but I think we shouldn't tell customers what to do. But obviously the name speaks for itself. Anybody out there, I don't like you if you're a top dasher. I apologize. It's nothing personal, but it's people like you. And I'm going to put Pedro in here because Pedro and I are on the same page a lot of this. People like you make it tough for people like us.
That didn't take long. We were bashing top dashers already. I'm all for it though. It's okay. I like it.
Right, but in all honesty, before anybody starts whining, it's not like what I think of you personally. I don't think you're a bad person. I'm not saying you left your kid in a car in the summer and he's dead or something. I'm just saying that business-wise, you're not intelligent. And tell me about how you can't get on the schedule. That's all well and good because I bounce on and off zone to zone, schedule to schedule all day. So, I mean, that's what Always Cherry Pick was made for. So if I come into a chat room, I don't have to say what I just said. Always Cherry Pick isn't sometimes Cherry Pick, isn't Cherry Pick after Hell Week, isn't Cherry Pick when it's convenient. It means I would rather go home with nothing than take a bad order. So
do you think
was that okay, Pedro? Because I don't want to sound too rude, but I wanted to get my point across.
I appreciate it. Listen.
And anybody in the
can
chat
always
right now?
speak,
right.
No,
I'm not watching you, so I don't care what you say.
So what would you say to the people that think cherry picking is becoming or has become more difficult based on Diamond Program or whatever else is going on, or they're rewarding people for taking out the trash sometimes in a month? Have you noticed any differences, and do you think it's going to change? And if it does, would you change how you work?
I will not change how I work. I'll quit, and so will you. If it gets that bad, I'm out. Done. And it's gotten harder, and it's gotten harder. I'm in a Diamond Program area for a year and a half. I'm still not on the diamond program. But I'm still a top dog, Pedro. I still get the catering bags. I still do everything. I'm a real driver from the drive program. And DoorDash treats me different, a lot worse than they used to, but they treat me better than a diamond driver. And they definitely treat me better than a top dasher. It's not like it was, but I'm still better than all of you in DoorDash's eyes. I'm not saying I'm better than you. DoorDash says I'm better than you.
So I know we've talked offline about that a little bit, and you shared some things with me about that. And I haven't been doing DoorDash enough to be educated about that drive program. Never been a part of it.
Right.
I don't know what DoorDash was like more than 2 years ago because I wasn't really doing it, so I can't speak to that. But I've heard it from you and others. But do you think so? They were treating you a certain way, let's say 2 years ago, or even maybe last year. But you do notice some differences now. They're still treating you better. At least you think they are, but you have noticed a little bit of a change, is what you're saying, right?
A lot of it, Pedro. I'm doing a ton of Uber Eats now. I'm doing roadie more now. I'm doing the catering apps more now. Of course, I'm adjusting, dude. Of course, and it's going downhill.
So then, do you think the people that say the DoorDash is rewarding the top dashers and top dasher with LOP, you've heard all the nonsense, right? Do you think that is there some truth to that? Because it sounds like you're telling me your account is a little different now. Is it because of these top dashers?
Did they replace me, or did they just dilute everything so we're all equaling out a little? Because when the pandemic hit, I was the only person getting merchant orders. When Total Wine became such a prize to DoorDash, it was only drive people that could do Total Wines. And I've told people, I've had $400 Total Wines during the money flu, and I sat and watched other drivers cry saying, how come I don't get these? And me and 4 other people from the drive program are doing pre-claim catering and then running over to Total Wine. And I'm going home before sundown with $400, $500, laughing at people taking $12 orders, thinking that's a reward. So that went away for me, but I still make my money. But I don't think I got replaced by a top dasher or by a diamond program. I think that they finally started throwing crumbs to everybody else. So I'm making less, but you're not making what I ever used to making. So do you see how that works?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It's diluted.
So,
it's diluted, and we're not going to get into cap, no cap, because God, I'll get kicked out of the lounge. But I can say that they want to equal it out. They're trying to equal it out. Equaling it out means that a top dasher doesn't get to make the $2,000 a week that I used to do half asleep.
Yeah. Well, I think for if we're looking at this as a business, right? And DoorDash is a business. They want to get customers food. They want to make money. They say they're not, but I think that's bullshit. But that's just my opinion. I don't have facts behind that. But I understand it from their perspective. I mean, it would be a bad business model to have, let's say, 10% of drivers making 50% of the money. You know what I'm saying? That's not good, because you're not going to be able to keep these new people, right? You're not going to be able to keep their accounts wanting to turn them back on the next day. And they need more drivers, right? They need drivers out there willing to pick up trash and good stuff. There has to be a balance. So I kind of understand and agree with what you're saying about like them trying to balance it a little bit and, take a little bit from Cherry so they can give a little bit to Pedro. Like, I get it. I don't necessarily agree with it fundamentally in real time, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think the merchant, who is the customer, when they call for a large order and they call for a catering and it's a merchant order, do you think they appreciate the low life jerk who's a top dasher who has no reason taking that order because they take trash orders? Does that make them experienced in doing large orders? Does that make them experienced doing $1,200 orders from Chipotle and making it? Right. The merchant are hysterical right now. And I can't believe that there isn't a bigger backlash, because when I walk into the restaurants and they go, where have you been all week? I've been in the parking lot, but some loser top dasher diamond program guy, the guy without the pizza bag wearing flip-flops.
Yeah.
That guy, Like that took my catering order to an accountant where everybody's upscale, and that low life just comes strolling in, smelling like fucking he didn't. I cussed.
You're fine.
Okay, one.
I already cussed,
sorry.
Cherry. You're good. I cussed
All
already
right.
you. We're good.
But do you think that that's right to that customer that did leave an $80 tip, that now this guy's coming in who has no business taking that order?
No, I agree 100%.
Pedro,
I'll say this. My girlfriend Madison went out today she worked like 4 or 5 hours, right? I stayed home with the baby.
Hey Pedro, at least somebody in the family works.
Well, listen, I'm lazy. I don't work weekends, bro. Thank you. To me, that's a flex. Okay. I'm proud to say I don't work weekends. I've worked them my entire life. Anyways, so she worked today. She's done 90 deliveries in her account. I looked at her numbers today. She worked today 4 or 5 hours. She did pretty good. But yeah, do I think she should get a cater? Would she know how to? Would she figure it out? Yeah, she'd figure it out. But she's brand new. She shouldn't be taking them good ones. She doesn't even earn that yet, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. And it should go on ratings and customer things. Like, you shouldn't have some top dasher that isn't a good driver or good delivery person, man or woman, delivering $1,000 orders when you have somebody that has the experience doing it. So, I understand why they need to sprinkle it around. But as far as like the big orders and stuff like that should be handled by seasoned vets, in my opinion. And there should be some kind of like work up to. It's kind of how I look at that. But
right now, everybody talks about the numbers, right? Oh, you got to have this number and that number, and DoorDash watches the numbers. Little news flash to y'all out there. There's historical amount of money successfully delivered, and nobody out there can get, I mean, people have more than me, but nobody can tell me that I'm not at the top at DoorDash's eyes still, because I've done $11,000 total wine order and turned around and done a $600 catering order in the same day.
So are you saying that DoorDash keeps? Do you think that?
Yes.
Or do you know that they keep that? Hey, Cherry always cherry pick has delivered $400,000 for us in his account, and Pedro's
more. I've done
50,
more,
000.
and I don't know it, but you and me have a little business savvy. Why wouldn't they? And how am I getting? And I did lives now, so y'all are seeing it. How am I at 6% acceptance rate and 86% completion rate? Big no-nos with DoorDash, and I'm walking around taking pictures of catering bags, all the orders.
Well, no, I agree. I've seen it, and that proves my point to where you have these people out here saying, "Oh, well, we're going to get priority." It's like, it's just like, I honestly don't know a fact either way, because I don't work for DoorDash. I don't know the inner workings of the algorithm. I'm not gonna pretend like I do, but I will say it would make sense to me that somebody that has delivered so much should get some kind of priority versus somebody that hasn't delivered as much. I don't know. That would make sense to me as a business person. Like, I ran restaurants, right? If I have my better server, my seasoned vet, I can trust her. I want her, if the owner of my establishment comes in, or the mayor of the city, or a ball player, I want that server that I can trust to take that table. I'm not sticking the brand new girl that just came out of training at that table, right? That's bad business, right?
Right.
So
and in the same
you would think DoorDash would do the same thing,
Right. And in the same breath, you're making the schedule for your floor, because we all came from I came from the restaurants. I know how to do
the sections, you're mapping it out.
Are you putting the weak link on a Friday night on the strong station? That guy or girl is going to have to work lunches until they prove to you that they can handle it. Then they get a Friday night shift where they can make bank.
That's how the world works. Yep.
Right. So why wouldn't DoorDash be any different? Why? Because they're so fair? Because all these apps are so nice and fair to everybody? Come on. They try to get us every day, and we try to get them back every day. And it's part of why I like doing it. So
earlier you said if these apps, you'll just stop working them. Like, if you had to do this or had to do that, you said, I think you said both you and I would stop, right? So my question to Cherry is, right, what would Cherry do? Because we make money with the apps. I know you do probably pretty well. You need that money.
Right.
I need my DoorDash money, right?
Well,
if I didn't have it, I'd have to figure something else out. Like, what would you just do more Uber? Would you do more Roadie? Is that what you would do?
As far as me, Cherry, obviously, guys, my name is Michael, but Cherry, I have other things that I do. I'm constantly doing them. As far as if I was stuck to the apps, what I've been doing, Pedro, I've been doing more roadies. I dirty multi-app at every chance I can. I've been doing a lot more Uber Eats. I'm a Uber Eats guy. I've been doing these lives talking about I'm the king of DoorDash, and I'm not doing any DoorDash on some of these lives. So I mean,
hold up, Terry. You can't say you're the king of DoorDash if you ain't doing DoorDash, bro. That'd be like me saying I'm the king of DoorDash. I don't even work the weekend, so I can't say that.
Instacart, Pedro.
Instacart, yes, sir. Yes.
Right. Now, by the way, everybody, I will not shop. My red card does not leave my wallet, if it even leaves my house. My Uber card, I've never done an Uber because I'm better than that.
Hold on. You don't shop. What do you mean? So let me give you a scenario real quick. Is it well, first let me ask you, is it a 100% or is it like a 99% that you don't shop?
98.5. Okay,
so that means if you're at the CVS parking lot and you get a $20
Never done a CVS.
Okay. Let's say you've been to Walgreens before. I'm sure you probably have.
Never done a Walgreens. I've been there. I shop there. That's where I go for myself.
Well, let's just say you're at Walgreens. $20 going 1 mile. You got to pick up a pack of batteries. Are you saying you're not going to do that?
Nope.
Why?
Because I signed up to deliver food, not groceries. I don't work for Shipt. I don't work for Instacart. And Walgreens is a huge corporation taking advantage of drivers, and DoorDash doesn't care, and I'm not doing it. I don't do it. I have never done, I'm going to be real honest with you. As far as DoorDash shop and delivers, I've done the order and pays way back when. I was the premier of that. You got to remember.
What's the difference? What's the difference, you think? Because one's food and one's retail?
I shy away from them. The difference is that while I'm doing order and pay at a restaurant, I can multi-app. I know the times. I can roll in there, say, here's the order. I can pay for it, and I can pop next door to Chipotle and do a Uber Eats while it's being ready. If I'm waiting in line, I can't dirty multi-app, can I?
Well, I don't know. I think I've done it a few times. It would not be normal. I've done, for example, I've picked up a PetSmart, the drive where you don't have to like shop it. You just like you pick up a bag of dog food. And then on like Uber Eats, there's a Walgreens in that same plaza. I get an Uber Eats, $11 going a couple miles in the same direction.
That's not, you just picked it up. I do that with Total Wine all the time. I won't do a Total Wine shop, but I'll do the Total Wine when you pick it up. And yes, I will grab an Uber Eats with it or vice versa now that Uber Eats is doing Total Wine. But yeah, Pedro, I don't shop. It's just fundamentally principle. And I have a phobia of shopping.
God, so now we're getting to the nitty gritty here, Cherry.
Wait, you want to talk about mental health, Pedro?
Yeah, we're talking about something else here.
Freaking terrified, and you've heard. I don't know if you heard it or not. If you were just coincidence, but yes, I'm afraid of shopping. I don't like shopping. I have another profession. I don't like fluorescent lights. I don't like offices, and I have a phobia of it.
I get it. I get it.
And that's the truth, Pedro. You want to hear the truth? I go in shopping for myself. I put $100 in the cart. I look at the line. I'm like, I'm out. And I just leave it. And I say, I'll just go to Wendy's or something on the way home. I'll make it through the day without that.
It sounds like you might be more impatient than me. And I'm super impatient. Like I am super impatient when it comes to that. But I mean, if you're leaving your groceries in the cart, like that's next level.
And doing a Cherry on the way out, slamming the cart into something and saying, "I'm out."
Yeah,
I've $10 an hour. You're paying these people. They just changed the minimum wage. $11 an hour, and you can't have all. You got all these registers. What are they? Just fake? They made of paper? I mean, come on.
People don't want to work though. You know that, Cherry. Some people. It's harder to hire now. It's been like that. The decline. It's been like that the last like 10 years. It's harder to hire and retain people. You know what I'm saying? And keep them. And mostly because I think this generation in some ways looks at work. Well, they do actually very different. They don't value it. It's different. They're making money doing other things. So it's harder to find these high school kids that want to work. It's also harder to find just the average person who wants to work after the pandemic and all that. Like
Well,
just
Pedro, they
different,
got
you know?
these guys on here that are like celebrities on YouTube, and then they encourage people not to have traditional jobs. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
me.
And,
You're talking about me. You're talking
right,
about me.
right.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
turn around and complain about them, Pedro. I mean, come on, man. It's
No, listen.
think
I
about it.
I am proud to say, and I will continue to say, we should all be looking at different ways of making money. The world's
Right.
changing. We all need to be taking advantage of opportunities. It doesn't mean you can't have a W-2, but what it means is have your W-2 and then also fold in something else so that
Right.
you don't have to
Now-
be at your W-2 for as long as you think you need to.
Right. Now, listen, Pedro, you and me aren't doing this crap. We would rather make nothing than you're not going to make $15 an hour, before expenses. You're not going to do it.
Yeah.
But the new drivers are, and the drivers out there that are stuck and they don't have other options. I got other options. You got other options.
Right.
But what about the ones that aren't? And this is where I'm going to sound really bad because I have not had a W-2 since 1998. Some of you people listening, yes, I'm old, were in nursery school. But I have not had a W-2 since 1998. All right? So before y'all get mad at me, but this is something that I want to talk because Pedro and I are on the same page. Do you think when it erodes to the point where it looks like it's happening because DoorDash is losing money, their stock's in the gutter, Uber has never made a profit, Grubhub, I don't know. What happened? Are they still around?
Are they still around? Yeah.
Right. I mean, so obviously, if the companies aren't making a profit, and the restaurants hate all the companies because they've been abused worse than the drivers, that this is a bad situation. So the only way they can get money is to squeeze it out of the drivers. So the real question is, do you and I think that it would be a good idea for the new drivers, not us, because we're not going to do it. And most of the people that listen to us are going to say, I would rather not do it than be a W-2. But do you think for the driver's sake, eventually, at the rate we're going, a W-2 would be an advantage to most drivers, or Prop 22 or something like that?
I think for a large number of drivers, it would be. I think for a large number of drivers, something similar to a Prop 22 would be a win. They would consider that a good thing. Based on the conversations I've had with some drivers that have something similar to that or have that in, they have Prop 22. I think some people like that. They like to take the guesswork out. They want the guaranteed pay. Nothing wrong with that stuff. I'm not saying there's anything wrong.
Right, but Pedro, not from a convenience standpoint, from the standpoint that it's really in the best interest of drivers, because it wouldn't be in your best interest. It wouldn't be in mine. But
yeah, I think
the next generation of suckers that think taking two $8 orders an hour is profitable. It's only $16.
No, it's not sustainable. I've said it. Yeah, this type of work for the majority of people watching right now, people working, people, it's not sustainable long term. I've said that a long time. I think
and I see you on
1% of people. I think 1% of people can do this for a long time. Like some of these content creators out here, they've been driving for 5 years or, whatever, 10 years. They've been doing this a long time. You've been doing it a while, but you also make money doing other things. So you're the exception, right? So 1% of us can do this, like maybe how I do it. I might be able to, I might have the apps on 10 years from now doing them part-time. I hope not, if I'm being honest, 100%, but that's a possibility. But I figured out ways to make money doing multiple things. And that's my whole thing with this channel is how can you fold in and use the apps to your benefit?
But that's your channel. But we're trying to put ourselves in the shoes of a guy that doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, I know. And then I think it's not sustainable for a vast majority of drivers, right? So I think that's why we have to use the apps to our benefit for whatever time frame, whether it's 6 months,
so a
a year, 2
W-2
years.
would be to the advantage of a driver, and we know it would bankrupt these companies. They can't handle that. They don't make money as it is, Pedro.
What do you mean bankrupt? You think if what you're saying is if most drivers went back to a W-2 that
no,
they would suffer?
if most drivers, if they made a rule that DoorDash has to have W-2 drivers, they're out of business. They're filing bankruptcy, and y'all ain't getting your direct deposit.
Oh, if it went, So you're saying if Prop 22 was in every state, let's just say.
Prop 22 is a compromise. Remember who made Prop 22? you and me went out and did deliveries so Uber and DoorDash could get lobbyists and make this crap in the first place. Prop 22 is a product of the apps page. Or I'm saying somebody comes in and says, you're a flat W-2, because this is not the way the rules work. And I would quit, you would quit. Everybody that I've asked the last couple of days, I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll talk about this on Pedro's. And they were all like, I'm quitting.
I'll say this, Cherry. I'll say this. I think it's very easy for some people. I'm not saying you necessarily. It's very easy for people to say, I'll do this if this happens. But that's a hypothetical, right? So it's easy to say, I'll stop. I'm a man of my word. I wouldn't do these apps if I was a W-2. But people got to pay rent. People got to eat. Inflation is a real thing. Like, people got kids, like, people got bills, people got rent, people got a mortgage, people have their kids are in college, they got tuition to pay. Like, people got bills. So I think a majority of people also that say, well, I would just stop if I was a W-2 are straight lying to themselves, because when the day comes when you have to still make a check, most of us are going to still have to work until maybe we figure out what we're going to do. But I don't think drivers across America are just turning their apps off in disgust. I don't think that would happen. I think some would. I think most would not, because we still got to make money. People still got to work. Most drivers that are doing these apps are living day to day, living week to week, right?
Well, let me ask you, Pedro, what's the referral fee right now in your area? You know?
I think it's $450. I've seen it as high as like $1,200, but I think it's like $450 right now. Yeah.
You want to see something weird? Because I have a big area. I don't know how many zones I can go to, but I was in a different zone yesterday in the same county. And when I was in that zone, they were offering $9. And then when I got back near my house, it went back down to $450. Now, how messed up is that? What is that number based on? Where my phone physically was when the person signed up, where their home address is? I mean, it just shows you how shady this junk is, you know?
Oh, for sure. No, 100%.
But depending on what zone I'm in, it depends what the referral fee is. I noticed that last night.
That's strange. I hadn't really looked at that. The one thing that I've noticed with that referral, one day it was like $8. That was like last year. It was $8. I was like, this has to be a glitch. Like, that's just laughable, right? But I think it's interesting. I do also think, this might be an unpopular opinion, I think the majority of drivers, and that could just be 51%, right? I think the majority of drivers want benefits and they want to be an employee. What do you say to that?
I think, do they hate me in the chat, by the way? Not that I care, but
no, I've seen a couple. No, right. I think you're good. You care because you hold on. You care because you ask. So let's not say you don't care. I don't like when people do that. You care because you ask, and everybody cares. So go ahead.
Okay, because now I forgot the question. You don't have to repeat the question, man. I'm all scatterbrained.
Listen, so
you're saying that people want to be employees.
I think the majority of DoorDash drivers they would welcome employment. Yes, I do believe that.
I think a majority of people, I mean, you understand making a living and not having to go beg a paycheck from a boss every day. So you think of it more like I do. I think that people are so young in this industry, and don't get mad on my life. I'm a driver too, so I'm not putting you down. But the options and opportunities that a lot of drivers have and had in the past involved the W-2. So you become like Pavlov's dog at some point, where that's the way you think your reward is by being an employee. Is that okay to say?
No. I get what you're saying. And I think the vast majority of the people that watch my channel and other channels on YouTube don't want to be employees. I want to get that out the way. But we have to understand, guys, we are the minority here. Okay.
Right.
I'm talking about your average DoorDash driver that we see, maybe, like that we see out, the new, like, they would be fine with saying, hey, okay, well, you're going to give me $15 an hour and I'm going to do this. Okay. I'll do that. I think a lot of people would do that. I really
And that. If anybody, because nobody knows who I am, I cleared 85,000 doing the apps last year, and I do other stuff. Am I going to make that this year? No, because like we said, everything changed. The money flews over. I don't have a diamond program. I don't kiss butt. So no, am I making that this year? No, but I cleared 85 grand in apps last year. just apps.
But that's
So-
rare. I would say that puts you in the
Right. Well,
what I
that's what
would
I'm
call,
saying.
like,
There's the me and the flex and Chubby Pedro Bobby. I mean, we're full timers.
Right. Chubby Pedro Bobby. I'm sure he's laughing right now. That's kind of funny, actually. But
You don't think that's cute? Come on, because everybody got mad at me that I was making fun of him. So I thought chubby was a softer word.
yeah, I mean, it's more polite. I'll say that, but that's between you and him. I'm not getting in the middle of that. But
All right, I just figured. But those are
that's fine.
examples. People can talk what they want about that lounge, but those are some full timers in there. You know, Will and all.
Oh no, I know.
All full timers.
Are all full timers, and these are the drivers that I consider, and I've said this to them. They're part of the 1%. That's not how they can do the apps and how long they'll do them and how much they make is extremely not normal to the average dasher's experience on the app. The average dasher is my girlfriend Madison upstairs. They do it a little bit. They're new. They take most orders, and it's little cash money in their pocket. That's the average DoorDash driver, not the guys making $1,500 a week consistently or $85,000 a year. That's not normal, and I think we all realize that. But I think it's also really cool that we do have an app where somebody can make $85,000. Think about that. Delivering like some catering, some pizzas, some McDonald's, whatever we do. That's a lot of money for this kind of work, don't you think?
Me, it was unbelievable money, but and I can't get into how I did it. And some people are going to say that it's dirty, or some people are going to say all kinds of stuff. I mean, as long as the merchant is happy and as long as my customer is happy, I got a $4.99 on DoorDash. I got 100% on Uber Eats. I dirty multi-app. I do stuff. I lay orders for other drivers, and I make no bones about it. I turn down a good order, so not a sucker because they think it's a good order, but I know what people will take. I know where they think the hidden tip is, and I will leave an order that's good so I can lay in wait for an order that's great.
Oh, I do the same. I try to do the same. I'd be lying if I haven't been a little bit shameful the last almost 2 months, because I have taken some shitty orders to try to prove a point. And the other day I had a moment like, what am I doing? Like this, I was literally at a store. I think it was a $3.50. And I looked at myself. I got back in the car. I had like a stupid moment, like in a movie. I looked at the rear view. I'm like, am I really doing this with my life right now? I was like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. Like, I'm not delivering for $3.50 just to prove a point that I know was already a fact. Right. So like, it's, I'm not, I usually
Pedro, I did my live today. I took a $18 order. It turned to $20.25. What am I out there for free? It's raining on a Sunday and I could be home watching football. And people are going to say, and they're like, oh, we're really spoiled. And they're laughing at me. You're complaining about a $20 order that took 20 minutes. But yes, I am. That order should have popped to $35.
Well, yeah, but that's also you being a little, you're a veteran.
Greedy.
Maybe you're being
selfish.
a little greedy, a little spoiled. I mean, come on, we can all admit that.
And because DoorDash is so generous with me and is so fair, so I should be that way in return. I mean, come on.
Dude, I get you on that. Yeah.
It's like I'm in a bad marriage with a sick wife that's always cheating, and then I decided I'm going to do the same thing. So we just abuse each other back and forth. That's the way it's been with DoorDash since 2018 with me.
I couldn't listen. I've said consistently since last year, but I've been thinking about it even more. DoorDash to me, I look at it similar. I think, Cherry. DoorDash to me is that really attractive ex-girlfriend that you keep around. And the sex is good, and she's hot. She treats you good. She sometimes makes you feel good, but she's super toxic. You know she's not good for you in the long run, but you keep going back for more. That's what DoorDash is to me. Because in my market, I can still do pretty good, but like I still feel dirty sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
And she killed both my cats. I had that. That was my ex-wife. She killed both my cats.
Yeah, well, that's
world out there. Yeah. But anyways, I agree with that. And that's the funny part about you and me. The only thing I get mad about is when they say you're the cherry picker, because I mean, you're a plain cherry picker. I'm an extreme cherry picker.
No, you're you're definitely an extreme. Yeah. You work the app. I think we have some similarities how we work it, but I think you work it fundamentally different than me. I mean, you've been doing it a lot longer. I think you whale hunt you're on the LOP or the drive program, whatever. I thought I was, but I'm not. So like I don't see those big ones. So
No,
for
Pedro.
no.
I am not on the Diamond program, and I am not on the LOP program. I never signed up for it. I never asked for it. They demoted
No, but you're on the OG
Drive program.
You're on the OG program, is what I meant to say. Yeah.
But
so
just
that's
to be
why
clear,
you're seeing those big ones.
I never reset my numbers. I didn't do it. So I don't get to see the plus and the diamonds, but I still am as good as anybody in my area, if not better, to get those orders. I just don't see the diamond.
Yeah. So before we round out, man, you got any questions for me? Do you have anything else you want to talk about? I mean, the floor is yours. I mean, you've been a great guest on the show. So what else?
Did I do good, Pedro?
Yeah, you did great, man. You did great. Yeah.
Did I prove that I'm not just silly, that I actually know about DoorDash?
I knew that you know the gig apps and Door. I know that, but I also realized Cherry is always cherry pick is a show. I get it. Not everybody does.
First of all, admit that I disappeared for a while, and then who trolled who? Mister, I got 50,000 subs at this point.
I wish I had 50,000. I don't have 50,000.
Well, you want me to buy you some?
No, please don't.
Okay. Because there's a rumor out there that I buy subs. So dude, after tonight, I owe you, dude. I'll get you. What do you want? $5,000? I can get you $5,000.
Okay. We don't do that on this channel. I would never want to have a number inflated for my ego. My ego is big enough already.
Pedro,
I don't need.
I
don't need that.
It's a joke, everybody. Gosh, Pedro's like, oh my gosh, they're gonna come get me.
It's a joke. No, I think YouTube's a interesting place for me because I really like making videos every day. I make videos every day consistently. Nobody else does how I do it. So like it's very like I'm in all these little rooms. My name is brought up all the fucking time, like all the time. I would say
I bring your name up.
What's that?
I bring your name up a lot.
I know. Listen, no, what I'm saying is, and I don't mind it, whether it's good or bad. It's all the same for me. But what I'm saying is, YouTube's a funny place. So like when I see people like go away for a little while, and then it's like they say one thing, like Cherry will say this, but maybe he does that, and I'm gonna nuke my channel. But then I got new videos. When you use the word troll, it's not always a bad word. I think we have a negative connotation with that word. So if I go on a Cherry's channel and be like, oh, Cherry's just trolling, I'm just picking at him a little bit because he picks at me. So you have to know, you got to give it back a little bit. That's all that is. So do I think Cherry's like a real true troll that has like bad intent? No. Do I think Cherry is a form of a troll? Absolutely, I do. Yeah.
Okay. No cussing.
I think that's a fair assessment, if I'm being honest.
All right, that's fine. But keep in mind, Pedro, we're not going to get into it, and I wasn't always cherry picking, whatever. But the first time we had an email interaction, you called me tired, troll, miserable human being who's shitting your Cheerios and all kinds of stuff. So off the bat, you labeled me, brother. So this is your self-fulfilling prophecy. You labeled me right off the bat. So I wanted to fulfill what you thought of me because I want to be Pedro's version of Cherry. I don't want to be my own version. I can't be individual. I need to appease Pedro.
Listen. It's and I honestly, I'm not saying this to be a jerk, like I'd have to look back. I don't remember that email.
Dude, I'm not putting you on the spot about that. I'm just kidding with you. But
what I'm saying,
but in all honesty,
I believe it though. I believe that that's something I would say is what I'm just going to say. Like
but to give you a pat on the back, you didn't know who I was at first, and I messed with you in the beginning, and you didn't flinch. You didn't flinch at all. So at that point, I'm like, all right. And tell everybody the truth. Didn't we talk at some point? And I said, if anything offends you, it'll be gone in the morning.
Absolutely. And how did I respond to that, Cherry?
Why did you take the videos
I told
down
you, don't take anything down from me. Yeah.
Right. And I did. And you were like, but I liked that one when you were picking on me. I'm like, wow, this guy's full of himself.
Listen, I think most people that have a YouTube channel and put their face on YouTube and make a video every day don't mind attention. Okay, let's just call it what it is. I don't mind it. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy making money on YouTube. I like it. It's fun for me. I've said that. I enjoy it. I really, really, really do.
If you won't show your face on YouTube, you're just a coward. That's all I got to say. If you're going to be a little cartoon character vibrating, little cartoon cherry, you got no guts.
Well, so are you segueing to us when you're going to show your face? Always cherry.
No, do I get to promote myself? You know the only reason I'm here. Listen, Bobby Chubby Pedro. Yeah, I know. Bobby Chubby Pedro, which is Southern Gig, and I don't know how I got roped into this. I was just supposed to help him, but I'm a co-host. And then Red, if y'all know Red, it's Rolling with Red. We're going to do a little show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on Bobby's channel. And then if y'all want to talk to me, you can talk to me on Mr. Flex at night. And then, I mean, I think you're setting me up, Pedro, because you really know I'm not going to do this thing in January. And you're going to make me commit. And then you can say, see, Sherry doesn't follow through.
I ain't got, listen, no, I didn't. I thought you did have a show you were doing in January. And I took you as a man that you said you were going to show your face. I was like, I didn't think you were being dishonest when you said that.
Well, then on Saturday and Sundays at 5 o'clock Eastern time, I'm doing this cherry ride along. Honestly, I don't want to talk about it. I'll actually come on and talk about it another time with you, Pedro, but I really do have post-traumatic stress. And I know it doesn't sound like it, but for a big chunk, I wouldn't leave my house. And the apps helped me get over that. If I can drop off a hamburger to a beautiful woman, I can go out with her. If I can drop off food at a certain business, I can be a salesman and sell them something. And that's the truth. And I mean, I know you hear me in and out. I know you're listening to me, but that's a true story, Pedro. And I mean, something I don't talk about, but I owe the apps that. Because I started in the end of 2018, the end of the summer, and I was just divorced. I just had bought a car for a girl that moved in with me. I mean, I don't want to get into it. And then she left and wanted to take the car, and I was like, no. So I sat, and I was like, well, I can't deliver. It was Postmates. I can't deliver Postmates in a Camaro. So I had her little Toyota I got her, and I started doing Postmates. And little by little, it got me out of the house, and now I'm hopefully back. So in all honesty,
that's a good story, man.
I owe the apps.
Yeah.
And that's coming from always cherry pick. The obnoxious won't let Pedro get in a word on his own show. So
you know what's interesting though? Like I think it's good that people can see that people that have different opinions or a history or this or that can break bread over a microphone and talk some DoorDash for a minute and share some stories. I think that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I can do this all day, everybody. I mean, I
know. Listen. If y'all want to know Cherry, go to so if you want to know Cherry, I'm gonna break down Cherry in 10 seconds. Okay, go to Mr. Flex's lounge any night. Cherry will probably pop in, and Mr. Flex will be sitting up in the corner. Okay, and he's gonna be eating some ice cream and just chilling, and Mr. Flex will drop in with some wisdom here and there, but it's mostly gonna be Cherry and Bobby and talking stuff, nonsense.
And Will.
And Will, Will not. I don't see Will as much. Roy will come in there, be mad about something, and talk and put somebody in their place. And then I've been seeing this Necro cat lately, kind of being chill, but he's pretty cool. And then I see that's usually the normal crew that I see. But
hey, listen, Pedro. Now that you brought up Necro, the voice and the look, he's an up and comer, right? The women love Necro,
I like him. And he's in Chicago, so he already has
right. Hey, how about them? How about them Bears?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah, let's not do that. I'm gonna say that.
Not that I know you're trying to get rid of me, but honestly, you got a good coach, and the Bears have a future. Just be patient.
We'll be fine. We got a good quarterback. We'll be all right. I ain't worried.
I like your coach.
I think he's level-headed. I think he's gonna be good. I like our quarterback better. I do. I think he could be like Josh Allen, man. He's having a good, he's having a pretty decent season. So, hey, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody have anything to say to me? Did anybody want to talk to me?
I don't know. So these are the comments I've seen. I've seen some
any
people
questions.
I've seen some people say he's an egomaniac. I've seen some people say, Pedro, why'd you let him come on? He ruined your show. Something to that effect. Let's see what else. Some people say they like you. Thanks for sharing your story. I've been seeing that lately, so that's good.
Right, but does anybody have a question on what I said? Not that stuff about me, about DoorDash and stuff. Does anybody care before I go?
Any DoorDash question? Let's see. Pedro definitely drunk comparing fields. Bobby, what are you talking about? Listen, we'll talk about that tomorrow. This was entertaining. Don says this was very entertaining. So
but you're asking comments. I'm saying, does anybody got anything to ask me?
I don't know. It doesn't.
Okay, I guess not. I guess I bored you all. And listen, Roy's not part of a crew because I don't need Roy cussing me out and calling me names for the next week because I just mentioned his name with Flex.
Okay, so somebody said, Pedro, ask Cherry about Roy. Somebody else said, yeah, you're a loudmouth. Let's see, what else? That's not really an insult because he is, but I mean that's just what it is. Somebody else says show your face. Taquim Hilton.
Okay, okay. We never talked about that. If I do a cherry hour in January, I will eventually show my face, and it's going to be an hour podcast Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, and it's not going to be gig related.
You guys heard it here. It's gonna not gig related podcast. If you're gonna see what Cherry looks like, then
it'll be in January, and y'all can come listen, and I can even have Pedro on. But I ain't talking about DoorDash, dude.
Listen. I think this is what's cool about YouTube. I think most of us realize we can have, a lot of us are opinionated. I'm super opinionated. I'm super petty. Some would even say cocky. I don't care. That's who I am. And I've shown that on YouTube. And I've been I am myself. There's no games here. Okay. And my whole name is Pedro Santiago. I put my name on YouTube. There's nothing to hide from. Okay. I don't need to be Bentley Coupe or this guy or like I am who I am. Right. So I think what's awesome is we could have all that and be in disagreement. We can make videos about each other. We can call this person out. A lot of us have done it on some level or another. We've been in Flex's live. Maybe somebody's yelling back and forth. But if you take the gig work out of it and we start talking about, let's say, sports or fatherhood or mental health, there's relation there. We could actually have a real conversation that matters, right? Because this is just like money. Like it's important. Right. It doesn't matter, right? So, yeah, I would come on your show. I'm sure we could talk about whatever was more important than DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? So,
and just remember, everybody, nobody's doing this for fun when it comes to doing these apps because it pisses me off. Yes, we enjoy it, but if everybody won the lottery tomorrow, are we going to go out and take a dash just for kicks? I mean, that's what you have to realize.
Don't you think there are some people that are retired that might do it for fun a little bit? You don't think so? Or people that go on date nights and they do it? I think there is some people. I don't think there's a lot. Yeah. I think there are some people that generally do
it. That's the guy that I saw today who's a top dasher. No, people don't do this for fun. I mean, you have fun doing it, and yeah, maybe there's some old guy that's retired. But the bottom line is, if that old guy lived on the beach and had a 30-year-old trophy wife and had a yacht, you think he'd be dashing for fun?
No, probably not. No.
Right. I mean, come on, Pedro. I'd be like, hey, Pedro, you and me are retired. Let's go do an Instacart together. No, Pedro, jump in the vet and let's go to the beach before we die. Let's go have
when
some
I get
fun.
retired. Yeah, if I'm retired, I want to be on a beach somewhere with a margarita in my hand, looking at some attractive women or my girlfriend, or playing beach volleyball with my kids. Or I'm not going to be doing Instacart if I'm retired.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Some guy's lonely and he's sick of his wife and he wants to get away from her. But if you're well off and you're retired, who's gonna? Yeah. Hey, let's go bring some miserable, ungrateful customer, quoting you, some Chipotle.
Listen, there are miserable. Do you not think, hold on, let me ask you a question. Do you not think there are some customers that are miserable human beings? Do you think that
I think everybody's miserable. I can't. Okay, I don't pick on you for the miserable. I always didn't like no tip, no trip because I don't think that we should be saying it on YouTube. I don't think it should be a TikTok thing. I agree with no tip, no trip 100%. I just don't think it's good business to scream it all the time.
Why do you think it's not good business? And when you say not good business, meaning bad business for who? For drivers or for the company?
for everybody. It's just a bad when. Listen, no tip, no trip's been around forever, man. And if you see me in a parking lot, because I do have a crew, and I will hear across the thing, go get your own effing food, and somebody punched their roof of their car, and then 2 seconds later, no tip, no trip. Everybody screams it to each other, but you shouldn't be. I mean, dude, I say it, but I won't say it in public. I won't say it in front of.
I don't say it in public. I've never said that.
Dude, but you saw what happened with the TikTok things, and it got viral for a while, and then some people got an attitude. Don't tell me what to do. Last time I checked, you're the guy bringing me my sandwich and my salad at my lunch. I don't need you to tell me what to tip. Who's the customer? Who works for who? And it starts to become an issue that way. But do I take no tip orders? I have, and they've been $23 base pay, but I'm special. Y'all ain't. I mean,
well, no, I totally get what you're saying as far as the message, because it a lot of times it's going on deaf ears because these people don't care. They're not going to regardless. But
if one person sees the TikTok thing, and then they say, yeah, that's BS. Next time I tip, I'm going to tip 10%. I usually tip 20% or 30%. You know what? This guy this guy just called me miserable and ungrateful. Well, maybe they're miserable and ungrateful too. And then it becomes a friction when you're not supposed to have friction with a customer.
I agree with that. I see that. I see how it could be it could be a negative in some cases. It could definitely be that, because people are they feel like they're being challenged or being told what to do, like you said, right? And it's like,
you're a stubborn jerk, Pedro, and so am I. If somebody told me what to do, if you were going to buy a TV and the guy started bossing you around and telling you what to do, you'd walk out and not buy the TV.
Sure, but also the flip side of that is I'm not miserable in the way that I do respect people that are bringing me food. I just do. I'm different. I worked in the service industry, so my opinion is going to be very skewed, and I get that. You know,
didn't we talk about this the other night with Flexes when you thought you were the big boss over there asking us questions, and we talked about tips? You and I tip everybody. Oh
yeah, sure, yeah, but I also know that I also think that tipping in some cases is a way to show off. Let's not kid ourselves, but it's also a way to get better service down the road. I know that when I go to a place, I have a couple places that I'm kind of a regular at. They take care of me, and they might see Cherry. If they don't know Cherry, there's a 20-minute wait. If I walk in, I'm getting a table immediately. So
but if I walk in and throw the hostess a 20, I'm sitting right next to you.
Probably, but that's why that's the benefits of tipping.
Then they do know Cherry immediately, and then the hostess goes over to the busboy and says, "Hey, tell the server, kiss this guy's ass because he just got $20 because he couldn't wait 10 minutes."
Right, and that's why that's part of it. So for me, I look at it like I'm taking these orders because I want some. I'm taking the ones that people are respecting me from the beginning. I'm not gonna jump through hoops to deliver your McDonald's and hope that you give me $2. I'm not doing that. Not on my own personal automobile.
Right. Now, in the same breath, while I got everybody's attention because nobody watches me, tip the people when you're delivering, please. If some girl is, now that you guys are loppers and for the first time you think you're special because you're getting $20, $30 orders, I mean, big whoop. But whatever, y'all think you're special now. Now you're up at a different level that DoorDash gave you that you don't deserve. But now you have to tip when you're in an upscale restaurant and that woman is handing you multiple orders in a night and you're making $150 just from her pretty little hands. She deserves $10.
Listen,
and I don't hook you up.
I don't disagree
they will
with that.
Hook you up.
If it's a big order, they're working and that's going to come. That $10 or whatever it is, it could be $5 for you. That's going to come back to you. They're going to remember you, and they're going to take care of you. And you got to take care of them. You're building relationships. You know what I'm saying?
I walked in, and I'm not gonna lie. Anthony's is my bread and butter. I walk into Anthony's when I did the live, and I'm like, man, this place is busy, and there's 7 drivers standing there tapping and twiddling their thumbs, pissed off. I walk right by them. I go sit in the service station where they pour the drinks, and I just sit there, and then they hand me my food before these people even gave them their name. If you don't like that, tip them, and they'll treat you that way too.
That's how I try to tell customers. If you don't like your cold French fries from McDonald's, tip your driver next time, and the likelihood of them being cold won't be as high. You know what I'm saying?
But if we're from a tipping culture and we're saying no tip, no trip, and you're a jerk, You're a jerk when you're getting money from the restaurant. That to-go girl is not being paid extra to hand you food, and that's why they hate you as a driver.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that. I mean, I've done a couple of videos where I was tipping to people, and like,
right.
I don't think you can do it every time you work consistently. That'd be really hard. But you're also not, you have to know when to pick and choose. And these big orders, like if you see your orders paying you a lot, throw them a little love. If it's gonna come. It's good. You're building a relationship with that.
Right.
business,
How about
that
almost
hostess.
40 grand, Pedro, from one restaurant last year? You don't think I give them Christmas presents? You don't think I hand those girls $20 for their birthday?
You should.
I
That's
mean,
smart.
40 grand from one restaurant. I make more in one restaurant last year than all you big shots think you could ever make in general. I mean, think about what I'm saying, and none of these are lies, everybody. And I don't usually talk about my money, if you notice.
Well, you dropped some money today. You told us what you made last year, so that was,
I told you, yes, and that's badass. But that's
I
true.
didn't make $85,000 on DoorDash last year. Not anywhere close to that. I can admit.
Well, you need to work more than 2 days a week, Pedro.
Well, I work 4.5. Thank you, and I'm proud of that. Thank you very much.
Hey, let me ask you real quick. Now that I'm not going to let you out until you hang up on me, I'm just going to keep talking and talking.
Yeah, we got another couple minutes, and we're going to end it. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. When you got your vending machines, you have the swiper card. You got a card, or is it just coins and dollar bills?
One of them has a card. The other one does not. They're both kind of used machines. But
do you see the difference though? Because people live in a plastic world now.
Oh, it's a big difference. The one that is only quarters and dollars and $5 bills is the one that's the one that actually is more busy, but that's because of the location. The other one's a little bit newer machine, and it doesn't have just soda. It has like snacks and stuff like that. That's the one that has the actual card reader, but you have to pay for that a little bit. So I haven't got my money back on that yet all the way.
Right.
But there's a benefit.
But I was just curious because I know friends that used to be all heavy into vending, and I just thought about that since you do it.
Now there's money. There's money in it. I have a third one, but I don't have it somewhere yet. The hardest thing about the vending machine is like you could scale and get a couple hundred in your city, or even do a business and have 1,000 somewhere and have them all over the place. Like that's not mine's a very small level, 2 machines. The hardest part is finding a place to put it and having a relationship with the people that own that property. Right. That's the hardest part. Anybody can buy a vending machine, can go to Costco, fill it up. That's easy. Like that's super easy. But finding a place like that and finding out what the people want is hard, because you got to sometimes throw things away and then you lose the money.
And you're cutting yourself, Pedro, because before DoorDash was around and before Uber Eats was around, maybe the secretary could only get a snack from your machine and a Diet Coke, and she's not ordering a Chick-fil-A salad. So,
that's a very good
see how everything erodes at everything.
Yeah, no, for sure. But for me, it was like I wanted to try something out. It was worth the initial investment, if you want to call it that, because I figured it might take me 1.5 years to get my money back, 2 years. But then it's like, for me, I'm at the point where, and I think you can appreciate this, I'm trying to figure out just a couple other ways to make some passive plus active income, so that if a vending machine is profiting me $400 a month, hey, if I got 2 or 3, that's let's say it's $1,000 a month. That's good money for 8 hours of work a month to fill a machine, check on it, service it.
You know what I'm going to tell you, because I'm a salesman. I'm going to tell you to just go out there and make routes and then sell them to stupid people.
You said make routes?
Yeah, go out there and get a route of vending machines. And I know it's hard to do. And then put an ad online, put an ad in Craigslist, put an ad on Facebook, and sell the route.
No, that could be next level, but I hadn't even thought about that. But I get what you're saying. I mean, there's a lot of little ways you could make it. The opportunities, these apps to me is just an opportunity, right? Like Cherry uses it as an opportunity. He does other things. Many of you guys do it as an opportunity. You might have a full-time W-2. You might be retired. You use it to supplement income, whatever. It's just an opportunity. And DoorDash and the gig app is not the only. It's the one that we mostly talk about in this community. But there's thousands of things out there where you could make similar or maybe even more money without having to drive your car, without having to use gas, without having to depreciate your vehicle, without having to like go up 5 flights of stairs with a case of water. Like there's a lot of ways to make money in this country. I think we have to figure out how to like personalize
Well, I'll
that.
give you all one that's practical. I know a guy, and he's a nice guy, but he got too many kids, man. He needs to stop having kids. And his wife and a friend started a housekeeping company, and they didn't have any clients. But because South Florida is so heavy in gated communities, he was doing the apps, and then he got behind the gate so he could leave flyers. He could go to the pool and stick a pin up. And the ladies' company is banging right now. They're hiring other people to work under them. And it was all based on the husband getting past where other people can't.
Yeah, that's smart.
So, I mean, guys, I'm going to say the last thing to you, whether you like it or hate me, you guys are all hustlers. Otherwise, you wouldn't be out here doing this. So before the apps suck you alive, find a new hustle just in case. I'm not telling you to quit tomorrow, but find a new hustle. And Pedro words it different than me. But it's the truth, man. If you can go out there and trick an app like you're playing chess with a computer and deal with restaurants and traffic, and if you have the right car insurance and what mood people are in, if you can do all that and act like it's a business and you're an independent contractor, then take what you can do that. Go do something else.
Listen, I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, I think that's a great, it's a great way.
We disagree, Pedro. Did I come on here to disagree with you?
You know, we've been talking for an hour, Jerry. Look at that.
Is that too long? Yeah, I told you I'd give you 15 minutes, brother. When you owe me money or something.
I told you last week I'll pay you if you showed your face and you turned me down. So
300.
I know, I said it, and I would have happily Venmo'd you $300.
All right. My rent right now is like 22 grand a year, Pedro. You pay my rent for a year, and I'll show my face. 22 grand right now.
Listen, YouTube don't pay me that kind of money, bro.
Right.
For a year. No. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on. Go check him out. He's got a podcast
everybody,
coming
real
in
quick,
January.
please check out Bobby. And just in case y'all don't understand, you got to understand that Pedro does help people, but you have been really nice to Bobby.
Oh, yeah. Bobby's
nicer
a cool guy, man. Listen, let me be honest.
It's weird. You've been too nice to Bobby.
I'm nice to other people, but I don't, Bobby goes, listen, I've watched Mr. Flex since I started YouTube. So he's the one channel I pop in almost on a daily. I'll pop in. Hey, what are these guys talking about? What are these fools talking about in here? All right. Do I want to join? I want to say what's up to Flex. Flex is a cool guy. He showed me love back in the day. I show him love. And I see Bobby in there. I'm like, who's this guy? And he's got a Cubs hat. I'm a Cubs fan. So I'm like, I already like him from the beginning because he's a Cubs fan. Right. So then I see, he's got this channel. He's starting out. I can see the excitement. He's making these videos in Gator Country. I'm like, this guy's kind of cool. I see people showing him some hate. I'm like, all right, that happens. And then he handles it, good or bad, whatever. It doesn't matter. He's handling it. He's a cool guy. So I was like, this guy's pretty cool. He's a Cubs fan. He's cool. I sent him a hoodie. I popped in on the live. I was like, let me send you a hoodie, man. Sent him a hoodie. He was appreciative. So, I mean, I remember when I had 100 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? And other channels were showing me love. So I try to do the same because I remember what that felt like for me. And I remember when you're a content creator and you have 100 subs, you wake up the next day and you have 200. That's kind of a big deal. Regardless of what people want to admit it or not, it is. Because nobody is making videos to have nobody watch. Not one person. You yourself included, right? So
no, you see the attention I wanted. Come on, Pedro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Video.
So
I didn't
we all
do
want
that
it on
shit
some level.
So nobody watches it, of course.
Yeah, we all want it on some level. You want it for different reasons, but attention is attention, however you seek it, whatever it means to you. But Bobby's a cool guy. I try to help people when I can. I mean, you have to also understand, I'm trying to build something over here, right?
Right.
So when I can connect with people in a positive way, I think that's good. You know what I'm saying? And I try to connect with people that I think deserve that connection and they're cool. And whether it's because they're a Cubs fan or he's a funny guy or somebody like Dash and Trader, I think he's super entertaining. I think his channel could be really, really entertaining. I connect with him. So it's not just Bobby, but
right. But in all honesty, you've helped a lot of people along. And that's one thing I'll always say about you. Nobody has gotten so much attention by so many people than Bobby. He's got Flex. He's got Roy. He's got
Yeah.
the back guys like Light and everything. He's got
But
you
look at him though.
popping
He's
in
got,
and saying hi
look
to
at him.
him.
He's got the fucking glasses. He's got the hat. He always, I never seen him without the hat. You know, he's like a cute little guy, you know. So like, how can you not like Bobby? You know what I'm saying? So
well, I tried to cancel him last week because he's got a big mouth.
Yeah, we can't be canceling people.
Yeah. All right, listen, Pedro, appreciate you very much, man. And I hope anybody that whined about me and Pedro understands that we're always cool with each other.
It's all good, man. Listen, we have to understand sometimes we're gonna agree to disagree on things, and I'm gonna say things that Cherry's like, this guy's fucking, he's crazy. Cherry's gonna say things, I'm gonna be like, this guy's crazy. But it's YouTube, y'all. We can't take ourselves too seriously sometimes. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate it. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks, Pedro.
All right, man. All right. All right, good live. What up? Express Sensei. What's up, brother? It's a man like the StreamYard type community. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Express. Where are you traveling next, bro? Can't wait for you to come to St. Louis. I'm taking you to dinner. Interesting live. I knew this live was going to be different from the beginning. It wasn't topic driven. I didn't need to come out here and didn't have any crazy thing to say or, you know, but there's some good people on. Good conversation would always cherry pick. Yeah, I think that's the live. I'm not going to do a live order. We're going to Virginia. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Going to Virginia in a couple of days, so I got some things to take care of, and so no live food order tonight. I know you guys like that, but just a couple things to round out. Okay, for some of you that might have came later, appreciate everybody. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, tonight is a unique content night for this channel. Tonight's a good night to hit the thumbs up for your boy. Share the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will have so Mr. J, I'll link with you about you are the $50 giveaway winner. So I'll get with you. I'll check out that comment. We'll connect. We'll email. We'll figure that out tonight or tomorrow morning. So Mr. J was a winner. And then we have the 2 solo bags with the $50. Okay, two swag bags for solo, $50. All you got to do is sign up. Go check out my solo video I did the other day, 2-3 days ago. Check out the link. If you sign up, boom, you get entered in to win. We're going to give those 2 boxes. Those winners will be announced next Sunday on the live. I'll announce those winners live, and I will mail those out. I have the boxes. I have 2 boxes like this from Solo with swags and gift cards in them. And we also have these 3 from Solo as well. I'll be handing these bags out as I see people live in my market. Okay, so I see people just about every day, right? So each of these bags has swag, which I'll keep that a secret, but they each also have a $25 gift card for Shell. So we'll be giving out $75 to people in my market, and then another $100 in gas cards to people that sign up with the Solo. So shout out to Solo for collaborating with me to give the people some free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff, right? Appreciate all of you guys tonight. Tomorrow and Tuesday, I'll have some videos out. We'll be traveling Wednesday. I don't know what kind of content you guys are going to get this week, but I give you a video every day, and I enjoy doing that. I'm humbled you guys watch. No DoorDash till January 2023. I'm going to stick to that. So I'll be doing a little bit of Instacart tomorrow and Uber, probably work a little bit. I haven't decided if I'm going to work Tuesday or if I'm going to take tomorrow off and work I haven't decided, but the next 2 days I'm going to work just a day or a day and a half, and then we're going to be traveling. And I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. You spend time with your family. Drive safe for all my Wednesday people that are going to work Wednesday night. Drive safe. It's the biggest drinking night of the year. It's the biggest party night. Like, people drink the night before Thanksgiving. Restaurants, bars, whatever, clubs, they go out. Be safe if you're out driving on the roads Wednesday night. And then have a good day Thursday. Eat some turkey, some ham, whatever you do. If you're working, be safe. Hope you're making money. Stay selective. No tip, no trip. Don't deliver to clowns. Know your worth. All that good stuff. I'll see you guys next Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow on the video. Peace.